Qué extraño. I'm not sure. Oh. I'm not sure why I'm not moving. I'm a little frozen here. I fear that a paralysis spell has been put upon me. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Wonderful. Oh, I missed you guys so much. Thank you. Yes, you see, I was provided with a computadora by Starframe Studio, and it seemed to be having a little bit of a tantrum. But everything seems to be okay now. Thank you for your patience. Now, where was I? I think I was... Oh, I missed you too. Qué preciosos. Mis amigos nuevos. Oh, I think that there's supposed to be a pinned chat. Let me get my new amiga Rixie on the case to replace the pinned chat. Let's see. I'm messaging Rixie on Discord. Un momento. Alright, it seems Rixie has properly created the pinned chat. Muchas gracias, Rixie. So yes, I was going to say that my visual, my look is was created by a very talented artist named Rodrigo. So muchas gracias, Rodrigo, for creating this visage. Now, where was I? Yes, I could talk a little bit more about the forest. As I mentioned, I've been here basically forever, as long as I can remember. I'm not really sure if I grew here like a plant from a seed, or if maybe I hatched from an egg. Gracias. Yum, yum, yum. Thank you for las hamburguesas. Still not really sure where those are coming from, but thank you. But for a very long time, I was the only humanoid type creature here. Yeah, the random burger attacks as some sort of new magic, I guess, at the edge of the forest. But I was essentially spawned here in some way. I was raised by the plants. As I mentioned, they speak not in really a normal language, but a sort of vibe that they give off that I understand. And they've enlisted me to help. No, that's not true. That's not true. The plants are very accepting and loving. Well, the plants are. It's the fungus that are racist. Alright, but we don't talk about that. Anyways, I do try to help along any lost humans, lost animals. What do the plants talk about? Mostly they talk about how they want more sunlight and water. They're always fighting each other over the sunlight and the water. But they talk about other things. And they talk about the humans that come by. Sometimes they call them ugly. Sometimes they call them sexy. Sometimes they trip them on purpose. Yes, if you're in the forest and you trip over a root, it was on purpose. Just letting you know. But they talk about the animals that are here, and they talk about, you know, the history of the forest, because a lot of them have been here for thousands of years. I'm not really sure how long I've been here, but probably not thousands of years. Maybe hundreds, maybe dozens. I don't really remember. Old. I guess I'm un poca vieja, but I'm not wrinkly like some of the humans that come through here. So, yeah, I'm not spent, okay? I'm just wise, all right? Hag love? What's ¿qué significa esto? What is hag love? What is that? I haven't heard that before. Do you live in a tropical, boreal, or a temperate forest? The forest does have a temper. So I guess the last one. If a bear shits in the woods, does it make a sound? Yes, they do make a sound. It's kind of a gross farting sound, and it stinks really bad. I try to stay away from the deer. I mean, the bears. The deer are okay. They're kind of boring. They're not very friendly. Hag love means I like you very, very much. Aw, que precioso. That's really sweet. Are there lions? Oh, there are some. There are some leones de montañas, I think. There aren't really mountains here though, so I don't know why they're called mountain lions. But there are a couple. There was a mauling a while ago. Real sad. Anyways. So yes, that's basically my life in the forest. Oh, and you know, I also do some magic. Do you know what feet pics are? Feet pics. I assume that would be a photograph of somebody's foot. But what would you need that for? No entiendo. As a forest entity, what is your relationship with fish? I've tried to eat fish from the rivers before. I saw the bears doing it, and the bears are, you know, they're so chunky and healthy looking. I thought that I would try some, but it didn't taste very good, so I don't eat a lot of fish. But I don't really talk to them. I'm more of a plant communicator than an animal communicator. I've tried to talk to the animals before, but I feel kind of stupid when I'm sitting there and I'm like, cheep, 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 cheep. Cheep, cheep, cheep. I can kind of make that sound, but I feel silly doing it right now, so I'm gonna stop. I've never encountered such a fish before, Mango. But if I see one, I suppose I'll let you know, if that's what you're into. My boots are stuck to my feet by very strong roots. Yeah, my feet, they're all stuck and sweaty in there. Will you guys help me get them out, maybe? Now that I have so many people here, maybe somebody can help me take off these boots and let out the stench. Yeah. Don't believe the foxes. Yeah, the foxes are little kleptos. They like to steal things. We humans use feet prints to identify ourselves. We need your identification. I'm not sure how that works. I don't have my name stamped on my foot, but unfortunately you're gonna have to wait until my boots are off. A botanist I know told me if you touch roots, you're gay. I guess I'm pretty gay then. Miss Forest Witch, how do you feel about the forward march of technology and the burning of the rainforest? I don't know a lot about technology. The most technology I know is like making fire and whatever the setup is that Starframe Studio has me streaming through. As you can tell, magic tends to interfere with technology. So I don't know that much about it. Luckily, we haven't had much development or burning or chopping down of the forest here. It's pretty safe, probably because of all the magic and the fact that anybody who tries to chop down the trees here goes missing. Anyways, I'm glad you noticed. Yes, I do like to show my emotions sometimes. Those burgers seem dangerous. Are those Pokeballs? Oh no, these are potions. There's some concoctions I made. They have interesting effects on the humans that come through. Yum 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 yum. Thank you for las hamburguesas. Deliciosas. Yum 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 yum. Thank you. Muchas gracias. Oh, you're keeping me fed. Yum 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 yum. Gracias. Oh, I'm gonna be really full soon. Can I give you head pats? Sure, but the hat stays on. But if you have any other questions for me, I'd be happy to answer before we move on to some more activities here in the forest. Because I do want to show you some of what I do here. Oh, actually, that reminds me. Why don't you guys let me know if you have any more preguntas? And in the meantime, I have to have Starframe Studios set up something that got disrupted when the magical storm happened here. Do you know what a sandbox tree is? No, I've never heard of that one. ¿Qué es eso? Alright, I think that I will be ready to show you guys more of my little workspace here in a moment. Hopefully. We'll see. Do I have a broom? No. I know how to make a broom, but honestly, I don't like cleaning. Yeah, no me gusta limpiar. I prefer to keep it all natural. Let the leaves fall where they will. Okay, I don't rake. I don't sweep. I don't scrub. You know, I just kind of live with the forest the way it is. It's a tree whose fruit turns into a grenade. Oh my goodness. If the trees here could do that, there would be an all-out bloodbath. Or I should say sap bath, since the trees here don't bleed normal blood. sabes que es el chipi chipi chapa chapa dubi dubi daba daba? No, no, ¿qué es eso? No sé. Ants can take care of that. You know your voice so good. You can do asthma. What is asthma? I don't know what that is. Oh, wait. I think Rixie might have mentioned something like that. The ASMR. It's spelled out, I think, like that. Yeah. Maybe it's something that I could consider if it's what she would like. But yeah, any more questions, preguntas? Asthma? No, not asthma. ASMR? Yeah. Okay. Sap bath. I did cover myself in sap once out of curiosity, but I would never do it again. It was quite messy. Oh, soltera, sí. Sí, estoy soltera. There's not many humanoids in the forest. I tried dating a fern once, but they just weren't the one for me. They kind of just sat there and didn't do anything. So we broke up pretty fast. Hi, Pax. Hola. When are you doing collabs with my other team members? You mean the plants? I'm not really sure many of the plants want to stream. They're kind of happy just doing what they're doing, looking for sunshine. Maybe one day if they find out a way for you to donate sunshine through a stream, then maybe the plants would like to stream. I could date chat. I'll have to consult with Rixie about that. I'm not sure if that's allowed. But I think I mentioned one of the things that I really like to do here is make potions. As the humans come through, some of them can be a little pesky. And I hadn't found a proper way to deal with them because wrestling them all wasn't really very practical. You can tire yourself out tackling people who are littering and messing with the plants and not behaving themselves. So I learned how to make potions to make them sleepy, to make them leave, to make them itchy, which is pretty funny. And there's other potions for useful things, to give me more energy, to help the plants grow faster. Have I heard of Russell? No. What is Russell? Is that a person's name? Russell the love muscle? No. I know what muscles are, but I don't know all the different types of muscles. So, would you guys be interested in seeing how I make my potions? Because I do have some potions I need to brew up. Do any of your potions have psychoactive effects? Wouldn't you like to know? Sure. Why don't we take a little trip to my workshop? Okay. Let's move you here. And I'll just mosey on over here. Now, of course, I can't work properly without my little helper. Oh yes, I'm sure you guys have noticed I have a little buddy floating beside me. And here we are in my workshop. All right. I have a little buddy here. His name is Plantbert. Plantbert is my helper. He's the director of the little potion station. I let him think he's in a leadership position, but he's really just a servant. But yes, Plantbert, the potion master, and I will now be making the potions. And while we're working, I could tell you more about Plantbert. Alright, but first, let's see. You said you want one with psychoactive effects. Those are kind of hard to make, but we can try it. We need to add like plants of every different color to it in order for it to work. So I suppose we can start. Oh. Okay, no worries. There was a disturbance in my workshop, but I fixed it, don't worry. All right. So, let's see. Let's add some berry mush, okay, for red. He seems like a pothead. That's a good one. But the pot is just holding his body. But yeah, so Plantbert is he's actually a forest spirit. He's actually a forest spirit. He's actually a forest spirit who latched onto me at an early age, to guide me through the forest, being not a plant myself and not an animal either. I really needed somebody to help me. And so Plantbert is the one who came to help me. As you can see, this is my cauldron. I'm just kind of adding the ingredients. It's not heated or anything, so it's not bubbling, but it's just kind of a convenient way to mix everything. But Plantbert is actually one of the oldest spirits in the forest, but he still acts like a sprout. He kind of still looks like a sprout too, doesn't he? And he's helped me with pretty much everything I do here in the forest ever since I met him. Now, like I said, he is a spirit, but I was able to kind of give him a physical form once my magic became powerful enough. And I planted him in this little pot that I got from one of the humans. And he comes and stays with me. Alright, that should be enough. Now we just have to mix it. So Plantbert helps me with everything. In fact, I'm gonna let him mix this one. Alright, Plantbert? But he keeps all my ingredients organized. He keeps all my ingredients organized. He makes sure that nothing, overboils, overflows. Sometimes I let him help mix and stuff. I don't let him handle any of the glassware though, because he can actually be pretty clumsy. But as you can see, the potion is just mixing. Be careful, the fumes that come off these potions are like really, really strong. Sometimes I'm just mixing up the potions and I just pass out. I wake up what feels like months later, having lived an entire life. You ever have times like that? Alright, it looks after we mixed it, it pretty much turned blue. That tends to happen with the potions. They kind of just turn one color when you mix them a lot. So, what do you think, Plantbert? All done? I think he's done. Alright, and then once we finish the potion, we just take it and we put it in one of my little bottles. Why don't you go get a bottle for me, Plantbert? Alright? There we go. Thank you, plant bird. All right, so let's just grab some of this potion. All right, and we can fill up the potion. There we go. So this is a very strongly psychedelic potion. All right, if you take this, you're gonna be seeing new colors you've never seen before. You're gonna be tasting sounds. All right, you're gonna be falling endlessly through the sky. Pretty fun stuff. What should we name this potion, you guys? What would be a good name for this potion? I like to label the potions, but I don't know. Please ignore that strange interference that keeps showing up on the screen. Not sure where that's coming from. I don't know. We'll have to investigate that one later. Pozempic. What does that mean? Breaking branches? Is that what I should call my studio? I do have to break a lot of branches to make the ingredients for the potions. Do we want to go with Pozempic? You're high, don't know thing. Oh, I told you not to stand too close to the cauldron. I told you that the fumes were gonna make you sick. All right, Plantbert seems to say that Pozempic sounds good, so we'll just name this one. Here, I'll bring the camera closer so you can see. All right. There we go. Pozempic. That's our first potion that we've made together. Isn't that sweet? I'm sure we'll make plenty more potions together in the future. All right, let's put that potion away, and we can make some more. We can make as many potions as you want today. Well, first let me clean out my. One second. Let me clean out my cauldron. All right, clean, wash. That's the one time I do like cleaning. I kind of like scraping up the potion residue. It's very satisfying. You can smell the rainbow. Okay, that's troubling side effect, but I'll try not to worry about it too much. So let's make a new potion together. So what kind of potion would you like to make now? Why don't you recommend some ingredients and I'll get to it. Can you lick the spoon? Only if you say por favor. Alright. If you say por favor, I'll let you lick the spoon. Un momento. Necesito beber. Is mayonnaise an ingredient? I think I do have some mayonnaise that a human gifted me. However, they did gift it to me maybe 2 years ago. And I haven't really been storing it in a cool, dry place or anything, so it might be a little bit off. Let's check. Let's see. Mayonnaise. Okay, is this... I think that's the mayonnaise there. Is it supposed to look like that? Alright, so we've got some old mayonnaise. You hear a test subject. Sometimes those escape into the forest and I have to wrangle them. Where? Donde? I think it ran off. It's okay, we'll catch it next time. Alright, so we've got honey straight from the beehive. Alright, let's grab some honey from the beehive, alright? Bzzz. Sorry, there was a bee. I had to kill it. Don't worry, there's hundreds more where that came from. The hive will not even remember him. Okay, so here's some honey from the beehive. All right, what else? Got any remedies for an itchy butt? I think the honey will help with that. Add some flat Coca-Cola. I think I do have some Coca-Cola. You see, I do have a lot of interesting things that the humans leave behind for me. I have a bit of a hoard, to be honest. So I might as well use them in my potions. So there's some Coca-Cola. Do you guys have any other ideas for ingredients before I get to mixing? I'll start kind of mushing them together. All right, kind of spread them out around the cauldron. But yeah, I've never tried these ingredients before, but if I infuse the right magic, I bet we can make this an itchy butt remedy. Honey mustard. Okay, let's add some honey mustard. Let's see, honey mustard. No, not hot mustard. Honey mustard. All right, I think I have some honey mustard. Ice. All right, I could spawn some ice cubes. Let's see. Sometimes the fancier ingredients, I have to kind of materialize them. All right, let's see. I seem to have trouble. Oh, there we go. All right, wait. 1 second. Strange images are showing up on my screen. Not sure what that is. Sometimes strange things materialize in my workshop. All right, there we go. All right, materializing some ice cubes. Those are kind of some janky ice cubes. I'm not sure how they ended up looking like that, but all right, there's one ice cube. Maybe we can do one more. Not sure why the ice cubes are coming out so ugly today, but not everything can be perfect. All right, I'm not even expert potion master yet. All right, Leafbert says I'm like a level 42 potion maker, but there's like 6,000 levels. So all right, there's some ice cubes. Tabasco sauce. Ooh, you like a little bit spicy. A little caliente. All right, let's do a little caliente. All right, that's a very bright red sauce. Add the liquid that builds up at the bottom of a container of Clorox wipes. Okay, I will attempt to add that type of material. Maybe like that. Yeah. That seems to be the right type of liquid. Yeah. Ice cream. Sure, let's add some scoops of ice. What flavor? What flavor of ice cream do you like? You like it clientele? I'm not sure you've got the right word there. Cholula. Sorry, no Cholula. I've only have whatever this. It's like off-brand stuff, I guess, but it's what I have. All right, we'll make ice cream the last ingredient. I think the ice is gonna start to melt. Yeah, the ice is already starting to melt. Oh no, that's okay. I don't think it matters. But yes, let's start to kind of mix these, and then we'll add a scoop of ice cream as the last ingredient, and then we'll let Plant Bert blend it up. Strawberry. Ooh, sounds delicious. All right, let's do some strawberry ice cream scoop. Let's see, strawberry. Okay, let's see if this will do. All right, materializing. I'm using all my magic to materialize some strawberry for you. All right. Looks delicious. Add the secret 11 herbs and spices that makes KFC so delicious. I'm not sure if I have that, but I'll add some herbs. All right. I'll add some. Let's see what I have here. Yeah, I'll just sprinkle in some herbs. All right. This smells kind of funny, honestly. All right, all the ice cream's melting. All right, so let's let Plant Bert give it a spin. All right. Oh, that's strange. What was that? That was a little bit weird. Like I said, there's lots of strange interference in the forest today. All right, let's see. All right, go ahead, Plant Bert, do your thing. All right, this is the fun part. Yeah, there's a really funny smell coming off of this one. Isn't that pretty though? You know, sometimes if you like inject the right amount of magic into the potion, it'll start to like bubble, but like not in a normal way. Like it'll just be one big bubble. Usually, like something like this. I'm not really sure how to pop it. Oh wait, there we go. All right, let's twirl it to the other side. Yeah, let's stir it the other way. I have to help Plant Bert, you know, since he doesn't really have arms. You know, I kind of help him out a little bit with this stirring situation. All right, this one's taking on an interesting color. It's kind of, I don't know where that black part came from. It's kind of like solidifying, but it's also still liquid. Yeah, I don't know if you want to rub this stuff on your butt, honestly. Neapolitan ice cream. All right. Oh, I might start spilling out of the cauldron soon. All right, I think that's good. It looks pretty nice. Now, I kind of have trouble getting all of it into the potion bottle, so let's just get the pink part in to the potion bottle. All right. So let's grab the pink, and we can get that into the potion bottle. One second. Gonna fill it up. There we go. And there you go. You've got all those strange ingredients mixed up into a pretty pink potion. Isn't that wonderful? All right, so who wants to be the first to rub this on their butt? Yeah, I'm sure it'll make it nice and soothing. Get rid of all the parasites you got up there. But what are we going to name this one? What's the name of this potion? Yeah, making potions is really fun. Although this stuff really smells weird. You know, you've got the sweetness from the strawberry, the spiciness from the Tabasco, and I don't even remember everything. I think the worst part is probably the rotten mayo I put in there. I probably should have not put once I realized it was moldy, I probably shouldn't put it in there, but don't worry. I think everything else canceled it out. Alright, I think I'll just call this one Butt Itch Remedy. Keep it straightforward, alright? Zoom this in. Oh, that's strange. Okay. Butt itch remedy. I did learn how to read and write at some point. There we go. Yeah, I learned how to read and write by reading there was a bunch of notes scattered around the forest. It was pretty fun. I just picked them up and they said like silly little things like day 41, no end in sight, skin falling off, dizzy, tell wife I love her, stuff like that. And through all of that, I managed to learn how to write in English and eventually Spanish as well. Anyways, there's our second potion. Let's make one or two more, and then we can settle back into the forest. Make a stinky potion and call it Swamp Ass. That sounds like fun. Alright, let's put that one away. And let's get back here into the workshop. Alright, time to clean up the cauldron. Remember, this is the fun part. Oop. Put the potion back. Alright. Say goodbye. Wishy washy, wish wash, wish wash, wish wish, wish wish, wish. Wish wash, wish wish, wish wish, wish. Nice and clean. Love it. Alright. Oh, no, don't lick up. You shouldn't clean the cauldron by licking. I learned that the hard way. You know, it could be very, very messy. Alright. So, you said make a stinky potion. What's the stinkiest thing you guys can think of? Let's put all the stinkiest things in. I can put in more of that more of that nasty mayo. Alright, let's do the moldy mayo, alright. Durian. I think I have some durian paste lying around. You tell me if this is the right color. Does that look like durian? I think so. Skunk. I think I have some skunk. Here, you know what? Let me just grab a skunk. I'll just grab a skunk and I'll just have him spray. All right. 1 second. All right. Oh, that was quite potent. All right. So there's skunk spray for you. And oh, there's already stink lines coming off of them. Oh, this is pretty nasty. Yeah. Sometimes I do use them like little weapons. You know, when annoying humans come into the forest, I just take a skunk and I kind of cock it, pull its tail up, and yeah, shoot. Where are you guys getting all those silly little pictures? That little person in those little pictures kind of looks like the CEO of Starframe Studio. What a coincidence. Alright, what are some other stinky things I could put in here? Oh no. I think I've heard of that word before, doxed. I'd hate to get doxed. I'd hate for you guys to know that I live in a little hole like a gopher. Yeah. I live in a hole like a gopher under the ground where I sleep at night and I hibernate during the winter. Home maxing, yeah, you could call it that. Rixie's spats are pretty stinky. Her what? I think I'm gonna put some bear dung in it. I'm gonna put some bear dung in the potion. This will be great. Oh yeah, that's cute. Alright. Put the Pokemon TCG Pocket Rinked Q. I don't know what that is. Never heard of that before. Is there something equivalent that I could put? Let's think. Stinky, stinky. I'll start mixing these up. You guys let me know if you think of something else to put. Oh man, that's pretty rank. That is pretty rank. Oh my goodness. Is that the potion or did one of you guys fart? Put an egg yolk. Yeah, eggs can be pretty stinky. You leave them out for too long. Stinky cheese. We could put stinky cheese too. Alright, here's egg. Egg yolk. There we go. It was you. Aw, it's okay. Alright, you just have to say, excuse me. You just have to say disculpe. Alright. That mud? Sure. Yeah, it's mud. It's definitely not caca. Alright, stinky cheese. Let's do some stinky cheese. Nothing. Nothing. Alright. I'm materializing some stinky cheese. There we go. There's some anchovies in there. Alright, we'll throw some anchovies in too. Those are pretty stinky. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a nasty one. Alright, any last additions to our stinky potion? Our swamp ass potion? It's really stinking now. I want to mix more of the ingredients together. Kind of blend them and mash them up. And then we'll blend it all together. All right, let's get blending. I can hardly stand the smell. Plampert refuses to do this one, so I guess it's my job to do this one. Alright, let me just like kind of push it around a little bit. Oh, it's kind of alive. Oh, wait a second, it's moving on its own. What does it do? Ew. Qué extraño. Should I kill it? I don't know. It's like trying to escape. Should I kill it? I don't know. Alright, I think it stopped. Alright, let's spin it. Let's stir it around. Yeah. It's fine, it's fine. Oh, it's kind of pretty, you know? Once you get it mixing, it's kind of pretty. Hypnotizing, isn't it? Listen to me. Escúchame. You will be stinky. You will not shower. You will not change your clothes. You will not wear deodorant. You'll be stinky for me in the forest forever and ever. Alright, I think our potion is ready. What a beautiful green color. Green is my favorite color, by the way. Alright, let's bottle it up. Let's bottle it up. Let's see. Here we go. And voila. Alright, I believe we said we're calling this one Swamp Ass. So let's put the label on the bottle. Let's write it down. Alright. Oh. Swamp Ass. I use my bold pen for this one. Alright. I'll put corks in all these bottles later. I was too lazy. I left my corks at home. So. Alright. Are you all potioned out? Or do you want to make one more? No más? Oh, are we done? But yes, let's look at all the potions we made today. Pozempic. The butt itch remedy. Can you make a slimy water-based potion similar to saliva to help me reduce dryness and friction? It has to be suited for internal use. I need it for reasons. What if I just spit into one of the potion bottles? Would that be sufficient? If I just spit into one of the potion bottles? Do you want me to do that for you? Let me get an empty potion bottle. Yes. Alright. Let's get a... Here, let me clean my cauldron. Here, I'll clean up my cauldron. Should I spit into the cauldron first? Or should I spit into the cauldron first and then scoop it out? Or should I spit into the bottle, directly into the bottle? Alright, let's clean this. How might I go about obtaining a Calyx spit bottle potion? Do you want me to make... Maybe I'll spit into the cauldron and I'll make a bottle for each of you. Would you guys like me to write your names on the spit bottles? I could do that for you. Alright. All right, how about this? Let's see. Let's see what I can do for you guys. All right, let me see if I can aim my spit properly. Oh, that's really, oh man. That's I don't know why it's that color. Wait a second. I think I was eating ice cream before. Let me make it a little bit. Okay, I think we can. All right, I think it's kind of a strange color when I spit like that. But yes, there we go. What? What? I thought that's what you want me to do. Do you want me to just clean it all up and throw it out then? Is that what you would like? Because Caesar thinks it's gross, do we want to put it in la basura? Or should I spit more? No? Okay, I won't. Alright, I won't. Alright. Alright, let's just kind of like mix this up. Let's just mix this up. And we can kind of swirl it around too. Alright. Oh yeah, look at that. That looks beautiful, doesn't it? Alright, that is some nice pure Calyx spit. Yeah. Alright. Do you want me to make a bubble with it? Pop. Pop. Alright, let's mix it up. Hermanos? ¿Quiénes son tus hermanos? Alright. There you go. There's your nice there's your nice Calyx spit. Here, I'll like swirl my finger through it a little bit. Yeah. Uh-huh. Alright. Alright, so we can put that in some bottles for you. Alright, what interesting individuals you guys are. Alright, so who was the first? I think Art Banks was la primera persona who requested the spit bottle. So let's see. I can just do this. Here, I'll just do this. Let's see. Alright, there's one bottle for Art Banks. Alright, let's write. Let's write your nombre on the bottle. Alright, so this one's for, oops. This one's for Art. Well, let's pick a smaller pen. Alright, there we go. Art Banks. Alright, who else wants one? Can you put a little heart next to my name? Of course. Here, I'll erase it and write it again. Alright. Markers are like very easy to remove before they dry fully. Art Banks. There you go. What's that? Are you queuing up to get your bottle? Alright, who else wanted one? Who else wants a bottle of the concoction? Of course. I love making potions for you guys. This might be the best potion I've ever made. You know, it's so facile, so easy to make. It's just the one ingredient. Blue and then you? Okay. Thank you for keeping it in order. You're so helpful. Alright, let's get another bottle. Alright, there's another bottle. This one will be for blue. Alright, let's fill it up with the potion. Alright, there we go. What? Did you not request one? Is Isadu slandering? Are you slandering your fellow chat members, Isadu? Alright, speak up. Do you want one or not? No? Isadu, are you fibbing? Alright, telling mentiras. Alright, no mentiras, okay? Okay, I guess Blue on Blue doesn't want one. Maybe you can help me clean up the cauldron afterward, though. Alright, let's do Isadu then. Alright, let me try to write this all nice. Isuru gi mi o sama. There you go. Alright, so there's your bottle. Now, you said 200 ponies. 200 ponies. Do you want one? Yeah, you queued up? Alright, let's make one for 200 ponies then. Oh. There we go. So I'll just fill this up from the cauldron. There we go. And let me write 200. Oops. Strange. I don't know what that is. Go away. Okay. Right, 2 200. Well, maybe I'll write it on 2 lines, or yeah, two lines. 200 ponies. Mango would be next. Oh, do you want me to do 200 instead of writing it out? I could do that for you. Like I said, these markers are very easy to erase. Do 200 ponies. There you go. Alright. And then mango. No worries. Alright, let's get Mango's bottle. Okay, and we can fill this one up. There we go. And we've got Mango Madness with 2 D's. Okay, let's do that. Yes, please. If you want one, please tell me right now. Alright, ahora. So this is gonna be mangoes. Let's see if I can write it on one line. Mango. Madness. Oh, with 2 D's. Madness. There we go. I get another. My shy friend. Oh, is that so? Oh, you're you're shy, amigo. He's too afraid. He's too afraid to tell me himself. Cesar 1995. I don't know. I'm not sure I can just give out bottles like that. Puts on disguise. Yes, young lady. May I have? Oh my goodness. All right, come on now. Let's not try to get free extras. Come on. Oh no. Okay, I think, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 bottles of spit potion, Calyx's spit potion for everybody, along with our other potions we made today. That's very fun. All right, nobody else wants any? Nobody else wants any? In that case, I suppose it's time to move on from the workshop and see if you guys have anything else you want to chat about. Maybe next time, Isuru. Alright. And we can talk about our future plans. Does that sound like a good idea? Okay, La Futura is very exciting. Alright, say goodbye to the workshop for now. Alright, Plant Birch, you're gonna clean everything up, aren't you? Yes? Of course. You're very welcome. De nada. Alright. So, I've had so much fun today meeting everybody, getting to know you. I've been waiting to meet you for quite a while, actually. It's been so much fun. Yeah. No karaoke? No, maybe another day. Well, let's talk more. Oh, my name is Calyx, actually. I'm not sure who is Boobs, but maybe we can come up with some nicknames later. Let's see. Let's make you guys bigger, alright? Yeah, necesitas crecer. Alright, there we go. Grande. Nice. Greetings. I'm currently scouting talent. Wanted to see if you might be interested in a new company academy called Nextas. That sounds really familiar. But no, right now I'm working with Starframe Studio. So, let's see. Why did I come here? Oh yes, because I would love to continue to talk to you guys, you know. I'm a pretty chill person. I would say that my future encounters with you would probably include some cozy chatting. I've recently learned about this thing called videojuegos or video games. So maybe I'd play some cozy video games with you. I'm actually a record speed potion brewer. If you want to use my cauldron, oh maybe. I'd love to share potion brewing equipment and tips with you. Name your 3 favorite animes. We don't really have a lot of animes here in the forest. We mostly just have animales, which I don't think is the same thing. Yeah, videojuegos. I heard that there's some games about raising plants, aka farming is what it's called. So maybe we could do some of those. You should watch one called Happy Tree Friends. Oh, that sounds so cute. Yeah, that sounds super, super cute. I think I'd love to check that out for sure. Don't mind that. I don't know if you can hear that, but there's some sort of creature drinking from a puddle nearby. But yes, and if you were curious about where to find me, I have a Twitter account. As you know, I've been posting some voice clips there and stuff. So there's that. As far as how to communicate with me, you can use this thing that humans use called hashtags. Have you guys ever heard of hashtags? So if you want to use hashtags, you can pretty much just do hashtag my name plus whatever it is you're communicating. So if you have art of me, it can be hashtag Calyx art. If you have clips of me, it could be hashtag Calyx clips. And if I'm live here at the edge of the forest, it could be hashtag Calyx live. There's also a certain marking I like to mark things with. I believe it's called, in the human streaming sphere, I believe it's called an Oshi mark. Hashtag, is that a type of mushroom? No, but if it was, I think it would probably be a poisonous one. So I think I can show you guys my little marking. Or maybe I can't here because I'm stupid. No, I'm not stupid. No soy estúpida. Sometimes evil spirits possess me to say things I wouldn't normally say. Calyx XXX. Well, that's a pretty good idea. Yeah, if you want to use that one. No. Alright, so here's my markings. Alright, I leave these around the forest, on things that belong to me. So if you want to belong to me, alright, you can put those wherever you please to mark yourself as one of mine. Now, speaking of one of mine, I've been told that, yeah, it looks nice on you, Isuru. I've been told that, Caesar, looks nice on you too. But I've been told that I should probably give you guys something to call yourselves. But I'm not really sure what you would like to be called. So I was thinking we could try to... Oh my goodness, you all look so beautiful. Que hermosos. Art Banks, 200 ponies, Caesar, Isuruki's Miyosama, my little coven, or my little sprouts. What would you like to be called? Mango. Oh, don't lick the crystal ball. I need that. Yeah, I'm not very good at it yet, but I'm trying to learn how to see, make predictions, see the future. Oh, blue on blue, azul and azul. See? That looks nice. Aww. Que preciosos. But I'm not sure if, oh my goodness, Soul Patch Adams. Thank you. Gracias. Thank you for using my Ushi marks. It's really nice to see them all. But yeah, there are a few different ideas I had. My sprout, my coven, my leaflings. I'm really not sure. I don't think Leafy's would be a good one. I think probably somebody else has something like that. Señorita VTuber, ¿cuándo volverás? Voy a volver probablemente en una semana. I'm not sure. I'm still working out my schedule, but don't worry, I'll be sure to update you. For sure. Can we get a Calyx throwing it back emoji? Maybe Starframe could cook something up like that, or maybe Rodrigo or someone. Botanists, that could be cute. I think it's something that we can think of together. We will have more time together, I'm sure, so it's something we can figure out. We can grow, we can all grow together, like a garden. So, gardening takes time and patience, so don't need to rush it. Right now, you could be you should be called the Spit Boys. That's I don't know about that one, but maybe that'll be the Discord. I mean what? Anyways, yes, we can think about it. There's plenty of time, mucho tiempo, for us to spend together and think about these things. But I think that it's almost time for me to wrap up my introduction. I had such a good time with you, making potions, introducing myself, getting to know you, eating your hamburgers for some reason. That was kind of cool. But I'd like to really thank you for being here. I'd like to thank Rodrigo for drawing me. Oh, don't cry, okay? No llores, okay? No llores. I'll be back. I'd really like to thank you all for coming here. I'd like to thank Rodrigo. I'd like to thank Starframe and Rixie. I'd like to thank Leafbird for being by my side. I'd like to thank the bilingual VTuber community, for showing me so much support, and the VTuber community in general, the people in the Starframe Discord, you know who you are, okay? Muchas gracias a la comunidad. Gracias. Felicidades por mi debut. Thank you. Muchas gracias. And so after, or después. See, I'm mixing up my English and my Spanish because I'm honestly a little bit flustered after meeting all of you. But después de my debut, after my debut, Rixie, the CEO of Starframe, will be having a little after party, so don't worry. Okay, you don't have to leave so fast. All right, but I will leave you to look forward to our futura together. Okay, juntos, mi comunidad, mis nuevos amigos, and adiós, muchas gracias. And Rixie will be speaking to you in a little bit, or maybe like now, maybe ahora, we'll see. I think Rixie still needs to set something up since the mass breakdown of everything, because of the forest magic. The forest was excited to meet you too, so why don't we give Rixie a little time to get ready to talk to you. She'll be ready soon though, I'm sure. Hasta luego, sí, hasta luego. Siéntate sobre de mi cara. Wait. Oh, wait. Oh my goodness. No. That one didn't reach my brain that fast. You see, I'm still getting used to talking to humans. I'm more used to, you know, just vibing with the forest. So sometimes when I read human words, it takes me a little to process them. Okay, Rixie's on her way. She's almost here. All right, bye-bye. Adios, adios. Adios. What? Rixie? Rixie, I'm stuck in your chat. Ayúdame. 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 Rixie, ¿dónde estás? ¿Dónde estás, Rixie? I'm stuck. Step bro. I mean, chat, I'm stuck. No sé, no entiendo. No entiendo. ¿Dónde está? Oh my gosh. Ay, Dios mío. Oh goodness. Goodness gracious. It's the forest, you guys. It's the forest curse. Oh, is this? No, not that. More burgers. Oh, nom 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 nom. Thank you. It'll give me the strength to escape. Genuinely not sure why this is happening. Oh my god, this is so funny. Okay, I don't know how to... I don't know how to leave. Maybe Rixie will figure it out when she gets here. Wait, let me just... No, not that. That's so weird. Que extraño. I don't know why I'm here. Rixie. I don't know why I'm here, and I don't know why Rixie's not here. That's the weird part. Rixie should be here. Oh, okay. Bye, Calyx. Bye, Calyx. Bye, Calyx. Sorry. Sorry, it's me. It's me, the CEO of Starframe Studio. I'm sorry for the technical difficulties today, bud. I hope you enjoyed the debut. Yeah, Otsu Calyx. Wait. I want some burgers. Wait. I want some burgers. Wait. Yeah. Thank you. All right, I can unpin the. Unpin this. But yeah. She's still there? Wait, I don't see her. I don't know what was happening. Calyx raid! Calyx raid! Okay, give me 1 second. Let me change the stream title. Alright. Calyx raid! Wow! Calyx did such a good job, right? I took the money and ran. No, I didn't! Oh, I can turn on the redeems. I can turn them on. That was fun, you guys. Calyx was really nervous. Calyx worked really hard to try to make the debut good, and she was really nervous, but I think she did pretty good. What do you think? I don't know. It's up for you to decide. Okay, I think she did good, but are the people happy? Alright, let me turn on all the redeems. Let me turn them all on. I don't know where those hamburgers came from, though. Kind of weird that like all the redeems were gone except the hamburger. I wonder. Okay. All the redeems should be back on now. All right, let's see. Let me catch up with the chat. Let me catch up with the chat. Let's see. Who's this? It's me! It's Rixie! It's Rixie, the CEO of Starframe Studio! What do you mean? Don't you remember me? She made a potion that cured my aches and pains, and Jada made you 10 years younger! And no, isn't she amazing? Isn't she? That forest magic stuff is like crazy. I'm sorry about the technical difficulties, okay? Listen, I'm the CEO. Oh, banana! I'm the CEO. I can take responsibility. Okay, I can take responsibility for all the technical stuff. Although, to be fair, I've never seen a glitch like that in my entire life. In my entire decades of using computers, I have never seen a glitch like that. Like literally, it almost like when I don't think it was malware, but like the way that it was happening almost seemed like it was mocking me. Like someone was manually like closing and unclosing all the tabs. It was very, very bizarre. And I couldn't control delete. I couldn't do anything. I literally had to manually shut off the computer. It was so weird. I think Calyx handled it pretty well though, okay? All right, she came out and started spitting. It's for her potions. Please, don't, all right, let's not make it something that it wasn't, okay? It was for her potions, okay? Sell Calyx feet. We'll write that down. We'll see if our consultant thinks it's a good idea or not, okay? It was Rodrigo. No, don't slander Rodrigo. Alright, but in all seriousness, you guys, that was fun. And yes, ChatGPT did decide the general format of the debut and did recommend the potion making, although of course I had to use some of my own creativity to help the potion making thing be the way that it was. So that was, you know, partly me. ChatGPT told me step by step how to design her starting soon screen. That starting soon screen, that was oh my god, you guys. Oh my god. Test subject just took a huge dump right next to me. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna have to clean that up. I'm sorry, I'll be right back. Oh my god, why did she do that? I literally took her out right before. Why did she do that? Oh my god. Alright, I will be right back. Maybe it's raining. She gets scared when it rains. Oh my god. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay, it's cleaned up. That was annoying, but it's okay. It's all right. Don't worry, I didn't yell at her too hard, but I don't know why she didn't just do it when we went out. I swear, I feel like she rushes inside because she knows she's about to get a treat. But anyways, alright, it's fine. I cleaned it all up and I Febreze the place because it's nasty. Just how bad is it raining? It's actually not raining, it's drizzling. It's literally drizzling. I don't know if that's why. I don't know. I mean, it was drizzling when we went out before, and maybe that's why she rushed inside too, instead of doing potty like she was supposed to. Yeah. I've been bad. I've been doing a system where if she doesn't go poopy, I give her like a lame treat. So I have like the dry biscuits, which are like the lame treat, and then I have like the like meaty, like the, I don't know what they're called, tenders or whatever, like the meat. Oh, is my mic normal? Oh, it might be. Is it too loud? Wait. I think so. Does it sound weird? It's a little loud maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna try it down a little bit. Test. It's probably a little loud. I turned it up for Calyx because Calyx's voice is deeper than mine. And like not like when it's deep, like the deeper sounds I guess don't come through like as loud. So but yeah. No, it's okay. No, thank you, because I wouldn't have remembered to turn it down, so yeah. No worries. Yeah, so I have like the good treats, like the tender treats, and then I have the dry biscuits. So like when she just goes pee, I give her the dry biscuits. When she goes poop, I give her the better ones. But I just got new ones and she really likes them, so like I'm just giving them to her like at every opportunity because they make her so happy. But it's fine. Anyways, yeah, but that was fun. So I guess next week we'll have to see what I'll have to find a way to assess the debut. Do you guys have any ideas for how to like to tell the AI how the debut went? Chat was pretty behaved. There was no mean trolling, mostly just thirst, you know. But I think Calyx handled it. Make AI watch it. I'll have to see if there's a way to make an AI actually watch a whole video. I'm sure there is somewhere. Yeah. I don't know how it's gonna react to the spit part. I'd be very curious how it make oh god, Manus. That fucking AI is so annoying. It probably would watch it though. I don't know. I mean, I have to imagine it has some ability to watch videos, but it might be paid only, and I'm not paying a single dime to that freaking. Hi, Jank. Hi. You missed. I don't know if you wanted to see Calyx's debut, but we just finished it up. No, it's okay to do. It's fun. It was fun. Oh yeah, but yeah, the starting soon screen. I asked. No worries, you can watch it on the VOD. You can watch it on the VOD. I'll have it on the VOD. I'm gonna upload it to YouTube. Like, I've been exporting most of my VODs like directly to YouTube, but as soon as I'm done, after stream. So, and I have good rhythm there now with the VOD uploads. But yeah, the potion thing was fun. I had fun with that. Yeah. Good. Yay! Yeah, basically every day you'll see me upload a VOD. Yeah. What was I gonna say? I don't remember. We could just chat though. We could just chat for a little bit. Since, you know, the debut was about a normal debut length. It was like an hour, right? Oh yeah, the starting student screen. I asked ChatGPT like all the assets I should use for the stream. And they were like, they literally said like, you make a gradient and then put like this font and everything. So I put it, and they put that cow emoji. Wait, I think I can show her, if you didn't see her starting student screen. It was like pretty janky. But like, I thought it was kind of cute, like cute janky. Here, actually, I could do this. Yeah, this one. This one. Oh yeah, they said, I asked them if it should be animated, and they said you could add some like particles or falling leaves or something, but not to animate the text. Also, it says welcome to Calyx's garden, but she was never in a garden. She was in the forest the whole time. And that's exactly what they told me to put. I followed the instructions exactly. And they said for her stream, they said just put a blurry photo of a forest. I was like, all right. Even as a meme, how did it feel debuting? I was nervous. I was actually nervous. Like, I was actually nervous for like the whole week. But I didn't prepare like that far ahead of time. I only prepared like yesterday and today. But I did put a lot of work into it. I did. I followed chat because, you know, it's still the Canna AI run of YouTuber. So I did, you know, have ChatGPT write out like the format and like stuff like that. And like kind of give me tips on like the personality and stuff like that. And they did come up, they gave me like options for like an activity. And one of them was like potion making. I came up with the Procreate potion making myself. Like, cause I didn't know how else to do it, so I just, I had to put some of my own creativity into it. But, yeah. I had to remind it about Plantbert. I was like, so when do I introduce Plantbert? And they said to introduce him during the potion making thing. I was nervous. I wanted to make it feel at least kind of like a real debut. 2 hours? Did you restart? Oh. I did. Oh, you're right. It was like an hour and a half because I did restart. Because, oh, for anybody who missed it, in the middle, like in like, what was it? Like 20, 30 minutes into the debut, I had the most bizarre computer glitch I've ever had, where it was like all my tabs were repeatedly minimizing and maximizing over and over and over and over again. All of that. Well, first it started with Spotify. And then every time I would click a new window, it would start doing it too. So first it was Spotify, then I was like clicking around, so my File Explorer was doing it. Then I clicked on OBS, and OBS was doing it. It was really weird. Maybe I do have it, maybe I do. I don't know. I've never seen anything like that before. Maybe I need to do a scan. I don't know. That was freaking weird. But anyways, I did amazing. Oh, thank you. Did you feel Calyx's debut was easier than your own debut? Yes, it was easy. I wasn't, okay, I definitely wasn't as I definitely was not as nervous for Calyx's debut as I was for my own debut. For my own debut, I was super nervous. And afterward, I like fell out. Like I literally like, it's funny because I remember every Nexus member's debut I remember except for Reveries, because Reveries was right after mine. And I just needed to take time to like decompress after my own debut. I only caught like the end of Reveries debut. I'll run a scan. I'll run a scan. You like the interactive potions? Aw, thank you. They actually, ChatGPT is the one that told me if there were technical difficulties to blame it on forest magic or something. Actually, I don't know if they said to blame it on forest magic, but they told me like to stay calm and like be like, oops, like the forest is, there's a disturbance in the forest or something. Have I downloaded anything new recently? No, but the other day I did notice that I had a window open that was like something anti. It was clearly like some sort of spam pop-up, and I exited out. Come to think of it, I probably should have checked my downloads when that happened. I don't know where it came from. I assume it sometimes like, cause I don't necessarily visit shady websites except for like Rule 34, but sometimes websites like Rule 34 and stuff will have like, they'll have like ads that will like do that. Like, I don't know. Let me check my downloads folder. My downloads history. How long ago was that?
I don't see anything weird in my... I don't see anything weird in my download, my browser download history here. Yeah. I don't know. I have to... No, I was not. I was not asking... I wasn't asking... I'll tell you what I was doing. These are just things I asked ChatGPT beforehand. And then I wrote them, I typed them up in a little text thing, like a little... Because I realized since she's a PNG... I didn't need to do, like... my face wasn't being tracked, so I was like, oh, I can like freely like easily read off of something without people noticing. So I had an outline typed up in a text like folder. A text document. But no, I wasn't actually asking ChatGPT anything in real time. The only thing I was doing in real time was reading my outline and occasionally looking up how to say things in Spanish. Not that much though, only a little bit. I wanted to minimize the amount of times I was typing. But, hi Floor Pasta, hi. I forgot to type Nexus in chat to prove I'm not a bot. Oh, Caesar, you remember that when you watched my debut? I know, Caesar, I wasn't here for my debut, but you must have watched it afterward, huh? Alright, maybe I should run it. Can I run a scan while I'm streaming? Let me see. Let's see. Where would I find virus scan? I should know this stuff. I care so much about cybersecurity. You'd think I'd be smarter with this stuff. All right, let's do a quick scan. I'm doing a quick scan first. Yeah, I don't know, man. It would be kind of funny if I had malware, because then I could tell you guys all about it. Quick scan really is quick because it says 4 seconds remaining. Okay, that was clearly more than 4 seconds. All right, now it has more. It has even more time. Okay, whatever. But yeah, that was fun. But yeah, we could do just chatting now. It says 0 threats found from the quick scan. This new VTuber, Calyx, was a fresh air of the VTuber space. She brought forth ingenuity, new ideas for VTubing. I look forward to her next stream on this platform at the regularly scheduled time. Yeah, we'll have to see like what her stream schedule's gonna be like. I could do more streams as Calyx, I'm sure. Yes, I just popped a couple Robiprofen because I randomly have a headache. Even though I got decaf coffee, I did something I never do. I did something I never ever do. Which is, I know you said it. I figured that you were trying to sound like a bot. I did catch up on that, yeah. I did something I never do, which is that I ordered a decaf iced coffee from Dunkin' Donuts. And the reason being is that I was like craving my coffee, but I was like, I can't drink a lot of caffeine. Do you remember if your taskbar disappeared? No, the taskbar did not disappear, but I could not click. I couldn't click like startup, like not startup. What do you call it? Start. Like I couldn't click the start menu. Did you ever ask if Calyx could speak Spanish? What do you mean by that? I spoke a little bit of Spanish. I didn't want to overdo it because I'm obviously not like that fluent, so. I also didn't want to be like, I don't know. I didn't want to be like weird and be like, and like lean too much. Because obviously I'm not Hispanic. Like, I'm not Latino. I didn't want to be like, oh, muchacho. Like, I didn't want it to like be like low-key racist. You know what I mean? Like, if I overdid it, I was like thinking about that. I was like, you know, I want to be careful because, you know, it's I know you guys wouldn't care. I know you guys, you know, but I didn't want to overdo it. I wanted it to be just, you know, Latin people don't do it. I guess so. But I just wanted to play the character, I guess, as best as I could. Sounds like Windows being Windows. Yeah, honestly, I don't think it's malware. I mean, like, here's the thing. If it was malware, what purpose would the only purpose of doing something like that would be to distract me. Like, I guess, which there's probably better ways to distract me. I did do a quick Google search, like, while I was waiting for my computer to boot up. And there were people saying they had a similar thing, but they didn't find any malware, so that's why I'm not that worried. Excuse me. Run a deep scan. I will. Well, if I can run it. I'm just using Windows Defender because I'm cheap. If I can run it during the stream. Full scan. Alright, I'm doing a full scan. Anyways. Here's the thing. I know I said that there was that window that... honestly, the window probably was there because I probably had Rule 34 open too long. Like, I didn't close it out when I was done. And, you know, sometimes, like, weird ads can, like, inject things. So it's not Rule 34 itself. It's, like, the advertisements they have on there. But thing is, though... Yes, there are drive-by downloads, and yes, sometimes, depending on how advanced they are, they can automatically start deploying shit. But most of the time, you have to kind of click on something for it to, not always, but a lot of the time, for anything to actually execute, you have to have clicked on something versus something, because even if it's downloaded, it might not be able to execute on its own. So I'm not that worried, but... We'll see. Lavo sus manos. I washed my hands. I did wash my hands when, after test subject went poopy. It's not racist. Okay. No, yeah. I tried to just use the Spanish I know, mostly. You know. Ay, hombre, yeah. Me spoken me very funny. I didn't want to, like, be like... I didn't want to be like freaking Speedy Gonzalez or something. Whenever you think you're being racist against Latino for something they do, you aren't. They like it? Okay. I figure. I mean, like, I didn't think, like, you guys would be offended. I just didn't want to be, like, you know, hyper aware that I was trying to be Latina, I guess. When I was done. No, whatever. But, yeah. I know that it was mostly kind of just like a dark mode voice, but I tried to speak more slowly because I know... Oh, I was gonna say, I got the decaf coffee. I got the decaf coffee because I was like, even though I felt like I needed energy, I was like, if I drink all that coffee, I'm gonna be like so wired. And not only am I gonna be more nervous, but I'm not gonna be able to like slow down, you know? Andale, arriba. I like speaking Spanish. I just, I gotta study it more if I really want to be fluent. Like, if anything, like, if I really want to be serious about learning languages, I should really just, like, learn Spanish more, because that, I actually have, like, a base there. Like, I actually have, like a foundation to learn Spanish, because I already speak, like, a decent amount of Spanish, you know? So, I probably could become fluent in Spanish if I just spent like a year just like regularly practicing Spanish and like learning new vocabulary. I probably could be like way better at Spanish. Rixie escaped like two. Do you mean like I sounded like Rixie 2 or 3 times? Yeah, probably. I tried. I'm not like, I told you guys, I tried acting in Robo College and I was so bad at it. So I don't think I'm like that good at acting, but I tried to like, try to kind of act like not Rixie, you know? I did catch myself, like when I said you guys, like I caught myself being Rixie when I said you guys. Yeah. But it's okay. It's okay. It was fun. It was fun. Yeah, but I'll be curious to see what happens after this in the world of can AI run a VTuber agency? Because I'll do it at least, you know, I'll keep doing it until, I don't know, I feel like I don't want to anymore. But yeah. But yeah, did you guys have a good weekend? I had a good weekend. Oh, actually, I want to show you guys something. I was so nervous and busy preparing for Calyx's debut, and I was doing some drawing. To decompress, like in between, like, you know, working on the outline and stuff. Great one for video games. Hey, you want to watch a Rixie debut? Maybe one day I'll have her. I know I said when Nexus died I would have an indie debut and I never did it. It was because the reason I didn't end up having it in debut is because so much stuff happened at the start of 2025 that it was just like too much. Like in the start and middle of 2025, because like I had all this, like, you know, I went to the robo mechanic for the first time. I went to the mechanic for the first time in like years, and I found out that like I'm pretty rusty and that I'm pretty rusty and I had a lot of things to deal with there. And then also that's when that's not when, actually my sister moved out in October, but that's when, like, I guess the financial burden of that really started to hit me, and I was like, oh shit, I'm actually like running out of money. And it was a lot. Not to make excuses, but so I never really ended up doing an indie debut, but maybe one day I'll have some form of re-debut, something fun for you guys. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Art Banks, because they have that Gemini thing, so maybe I'll have Gemini do it. Yeah, but yeah, maybe one day when I can like pull together save up some more money and, you know, stuff like that. But I wanted to show you the drawing I made. Because I was gonna post it this morning, but I was too busy being nervous about the debut again. I can show you on my iPad here. So you guys liked my those of you who saw my doodles, my doodles I did with the Billy Button brush, the comic brush. And you guys said you liked the one that was on the bottom left of the screen. So I made a new drawing with that same style. I have to fix this. I changed the controls on my frickin'... Here it is. On my Procreate. Okay. Let me show you guys. If I can. I want to show you my drawing I made. I'll post it later. One second. Oh, my reflector's not on. Alright, one second. Okay, there we go. Alright, I should be able to show it now. Oh wait, it's all fucked up. Look, it's me and Nano and Rihanna. I drew. Do you like it? Yeah, I'll post that later. But I tried to do it in the same style. I like colors though, so maybe I'll find out if I can use that pen but still like color stuff in. Yeah. Dr. Fish, stop, you're blocking Nano. But yeah, I really do like drawing. It's very like relaxing, the drawing. Yeah. The Rihanna kissing emoji. And you can put, what you can do is you can just put, here, you can do, I don't know if I have a sub to Rihanna actually. Darn it. I should sub to Rihanna. The thing is, I don't sub to anyone because I want to sub to so many people. Like, I'm like stuck because it's like, I want to sub to like so many people and I don't want to choose, I don't want to choose. So I just don't sub to anyone. Because I would feel too bad. Because if I did sub to everyone, I would be spending too much money. Like I can afford to sub to like 1 or 2 people. Or maybe even 3 people. But I can't afford to sub to the amount of people I actually want to. And so I feel bad choosing. So I just don't sub to anyone. That's just my philosophy. But yeah, exactly. If I wanted to sub to like all my streamer friends, it just would not be sustainable. So as much as I do want to sub to like Rihanna and Nano and you know, I want to sub to everybody, so that's the problem. But anyways, yeah, that's my drawing. I'll post it later. But what if you sub to Rihanna, you can take the kissing emojis and you can just put Rihanna in the middle. I think Rihanna did that herself at some point. Yeah. The only person I subbed to for a while was I subbed to Beaker because I felt like that was his salary. He didn't even like stream. That was how I was paying him. I think he was gonna stream, but he kind of like stepped away. But like I mean, I've talked to him. He's like fine and everything, but I'm kind of glad that he's taking the time for himself. I do miss him. I do miss having him as a mod sometimes, but it's, first of all, I think it's valuable for me to learn how to mod myself anyways. And I'm just glad that he's, you know, keeping care of himself. So, yeah. Best wishes to Beaker for sure. Yeah. Option sub to one person 1 month, next person another month. Hey, actually, that's not that bad. Yeah, I don't know. I guess, are you able to like sub for 1 month? Are you like able to like choose like do not recur? Life gets bussy. I think you meant busy. But yeah. Yeah. No, but I am glad that I am learning how to, you know, do mod stuff myself. I do appreciate everything Beaker did, but in reality, I know that, you know, at my size, that it is very manageable for me to do it myself. It's a skill that I should learn. Yeah, there you go, Isuru. Perfect. Love it. Thank you, Isuru. But yeah, I'd like to do more fun. Honestly, I'd like to do more fun Procreate stuff. There's fun stuff. There's really fun stuff you can do with Procreate, actually. Besides just drawing, obviously. Like the potion activity was fun. There's like stuff you could do with that, with Procreate. You can like animate and stuff like that. Okay, maybe I'll think about doing that at some point. It's easy till schizos start arriving, or you stream a game with annoying communities. Yeah. Yeah, you know, maybe one day in the future I'll like, you know, hire a mod or have somebody be a mod, but for now, I think I can handle it. Thank you, Jinkader. Also, hi, Donut Lord. Hello, hello. How you doing? Actually, I got donut too. I got. They have something called golden chocolate. I thought there was nuts on top, but it wasn't nuts. It was like, I don't even know what it was. It wasn't that good. I didn't like it. I thought it was a Boston cream with nuts on top. That's what it looked like on the picture. And then I got a regular Boston cream, because I like Boston cream. That's what I had for breakfast. That's what I ate today. That's everything I ate today. Was 2 donuts and the decaf coffee. To be fair, 2 donuts is a lot of calories, so I didn't really even need more than that. No. Okay, now I have burgers. Now I have more nutrition. Thank you. Yeah, I know 2 donuts is not the most nutritious thing, but I am a robot, okay? So I don't really even need that much nutritious food. No. I appreciate it though. Yeah. Are you guys proud? Are you guys proud of Calyx for eating the burger? Are you proud of Calyx for eating the burger? I'm glad she ate the hamburguesas. Yeah. Thank you. No. You guys are awesome. Oh, banana! Oh my gosh. I just realized I can activate hotkeys with my freaking mouse. My mouse has numbers on it. I could activate Calyx's emotes with my mouse. I forgot my mouse had numbers on it. The thing is I don't have any expressions. I don't have any expressions myself that are just a number. All of mine are except for banana cry, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Those are the only ones that those are the only ones that that are only a number. That's the only one. That and Calyx's emotes. No. You're gonna EV train me. What EVs are we gonna use? What EVs are we gonna use for wide banana Rixie? But yeah, you guys, I'll have to think of another video game to play. Another horror game or retro game or something to play on my Saturday nights, because I finished what I wanted to do with Homicipher. So if you have any ideas, you can always put them in my marshmallow. I have some recommendations, but I think I actually finished all my recommendations, or either that, or frankly, I looked into the other ones and I wasn't interested. So sorry if you recommended something for a horror game and I haven't played it. Well, that's just from the ones I wrote down recently. There's probably other ones people have recommended that I may have like forgotten about. That's why I like it to like be all in one place. But yeah, I'll have to think of something. Machete, best boy, you liked it? You like Machete? I was like really if I had to choose. Also, I'm just gonna say it. I looked up Homicipher on Rule 34. There's a decent amount of Rule 34, but there's not enough, as in there's none that I saw of Mr. Chopped as just a head. They only have Mr. Chopped with a body. Like, no, he doesn't have a body. Ooh. That's like what I was talking about, like the post. That's like when people draw Rule 34 and it actually captures like the character's personality. Like, you can't, like, why would you make Rule 34 of Mr. Chop with a body? Like, his whole thing is him not having a body. It was generally written like you're dating a wild man with his shmeat out. But anyways, I did like different characters, but it's hard to choose between who I like more, Mr. Chopped or Mr. Crawling, because Mr. Chopped is just so adorable. I like that he's just a head. Okay, don't judge me. Something about that is just like really cool. It's like the ultimate nullo. Like, he doesn't even, not only is he nullo, but he like doesn't have anything. He's literally just a head. Either that or Mr. Crawling, just because Mr. Crawling was so like, he's just so clearly in love with you, like, and like just following you around everywhere. Like, literally on his hands and knees, like, hard to choose. If I had to choose, I'd probably choose Mr. Chopped, honestly. Listen, I don't like that there's paths where you can kill him, but don't worry, he lived in the end, I promise. Bananixie, plant steel type, 254 special attack, 254 HP, 4 speed, moves, mischievous, protect, Giga Drain, freeze dry. Cool. I like it. If I find something gross, I'll recommend. Oh, actually, you know what? All of a sudden, one of the recommendations I got before did pop up in my head. I'll go through my old notes and stuff and see if there's any recommendations I still haven't gone through. I'm sure there are some. I just have to like piece them together from I'll check my marshmallow too to see if there's something I forgot about. But yeah, I'm sure somebody out there has drawn Mr. Chopped Rule 34 where he's just ahead. Cause that yeah, I'm sick of. Does anybody know? Okay, I shouldn't ask this on stream. This is I'm getting a little bit too too comfortable with just saying whatever. I was just gonna say I'm annoyed because or maybe I'm lazy because I haven't really looked into it that much. But I can't figure out how to filter out AI on Rule 34 on mobile. My full virus scan just finished. It says 0 threats found. Full scan. They scanned over 1 million files. I have over 1 million files? I guess so. It says 1,135,836 files scanned. 0 threats found. No, it's not even like I open it and I see an AI penis and I'm like, ah, no, what have I done? It's not like that. It's just ugly to me. I just don't like the style. It's all like the same style. I just don't like it. So it's like annoying. It's like a thorn in my side. I'm like, oh god, another stupid big shiny ass that looks like every other big shiny ass of every character. Like, listen, if that's what you're into, listen. I mean, of course, ethically, okay, I don't support AI images, okay? But if you can get off to the AI style goon material, then, I mean, that's fine. For me, it's just... Okay, I made it sound appealing when I said big shiny, but that's like the style. Like, they make it like weirdly shiny. And like that... It's like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know why it looks like that. Exactly. It's like there's like a style to it that, like, you know, that's how you know instantly. And it's like, I don't know. Anyways. I keep getting these weird when I play my, oh, also I don't need to be standing like this anymore. I'm not wide. Oh no, I still am wide. Oh, I have like freaking body dysmorphia where I did it, or like what, reverse body dysmorphia where I was like, yeah, that's what I always look like. I forgot that I was still thickified. Okay. Don't have a big shiny ass. So what am I, Twitch banner? Oh my goodness. When superhero comics start using digital coloring, everything was stupidly shiny like that too. Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, I guess it's up to whoever's preference, but I feel like I don't know. I feel like it's just I feel like hand drawn is just better. I feel like you can really tell like how horny the person was when they were drawing it. You know, when it's actually drawn by person, versus when it's AI generated. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure when they were AI generating it, they were horny too. But it's like you gotta be really horny to sit there and draw it yourself. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, you can really tell how perverted somebody is when you like look at what they drew, versus the AI where it's kind of like, okay, I mean, that's fine. Anyways, what was I gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say. I forget. It's fine. But yeah, I'm happy. Oh, I was gonna say the ads. When I play my like my hag games, when I play my silly little phone games, like my like brain melting, like no effort pixel shooter game, I get weird ads. I get these weird AI ads, like these really like uncanny weird AI ads, and they're like, yes, I'm not a real guy. I'm an AI, but I'll never abandon you. Like, and I'm like, what is this? It almost makes me want to see. It almost makes me want to download the app to see what the fuck's in there. Because it's like, you can live your life with AI people like me. And I'm like, okay. Art is all about intent and communication. You're trying to deliver to your audience. An artist delivers exactly what they think composes a hot chick. Yeah. Versus, I guess, what AI think composes a hot chick. Haga games like Candy Crush? Yeah, basically like Candy Crush tier games. Yeah. So that's how you got malware. No, I don't play them on my PC. It's on my phone. Yeah, exactly. I saw something that like, remember when I was telling you that I felt like the spell check on my fucking Word, my Microsoft Word was like stupider? That it was like giving me examples that were like grammatically wrong? I just saw a post the other day about how a lot of systems are like replacing their normal spell check with AI, and I'm like, that's such a bad idea. Because they were talking about how like frequently misspelled things that are like things that are like so frequently misspelled to the point where it's almost more common to misspell it than not. The spell check is going to like literally recommend you the wrong spelling because that's what most people write, which is ridiculous. But anyways. Oh, and now I'm small. Oh my god, speaking of body dysmorphia, I saw this. Okay. Frengineer. Frengineer. Oh no. Ooh. I saw this post that was like, how do I tell? Okay, this is obviously like a troll thing, but it was like Quora, and it was like, how do I tell my 13-year-old daughter she doesn't have the body dysmorphia, she's just fat and ugly? I was like, oh god. Quora's funny because like there's like really outrageous questions on there, but most of them are people like not rage baiting, but like it's kind of like am I the asshole, but they're writing it from the perspective of the person who they think is the asshole. Like for example, like it'll be like, for example, let's say there's like a teenage boy and his mom like took his PS5 away. And then the teenage boy will go on Am I the Asshole and be like, am I the asshole? I, female 45, hate my son and I treat him like shit and I took away his PS5 just because I don't like him. Am I the asshole? But it's like the son, right? You know what I mean by that? Do you know what I mean? Like they want people to be like, wow, you're a terrible mom. So that like the like boy feels, do you know what I mean by that? Like I feel like that happens all the time. I feel like that happens a lot. Or like it'll be like, am I a terrible husband? Am I a terrible husband for like never helping my wife and never keeping care of the kids and like, never complimenting my wife and and it's like it's actually the wife writing it because she thinks her husband's an asshole and she wants the internet to agree with her. Who does that? To get the validation from other people that the person who you think is being an asshole to you, that everybody else thinks they're an asshole. But they're writing it like in the least charitable way. I think you see that kind of false flagging in TRPG horror stories more often. Tabletop RPG, right? I don't get it. What does it prove? I don't think it. I don't know how else to explain it. I feel like it gives the person validation. Like, instead of saying, "I'm a teenage boy, my mom's mean to me," which a lot of people are gonna be like, "Suck it up, kid." It's like they want to turn the internet to meanness onto the person that they don't like versus themselves. You know. Am I the asshole? My big son was being petty, so I beat the shit out of him. Oh, man. I could never do Am I the Asshole stories with you guys on stream for two reasons. One, if it gets political, I don't want it to get I don't want it to get in that realm. And two, I'm very, very biased. I'm very, very biased. Even if I like pre-curate them. I mean, maybe if I pre-curated them, maybe it would go better. But any story that involves like a family dynamic or something, I'm never gonna side with a parent. Almost never. Okay? I'm almost always gonna side with either somebody who's dealing with an annoying parent or like a child who's dealing with a parent they don't like. And I'm never gonna side with somebody who's living in a house and not paying any bills. Almost never. I'm always gonna side with the person who's paying the bills, and I'm always gonna side with people, the non-parents. And I know I'm biased. I know it's my bias because I'm not a parent and because I pay the bills. I can at least admit that my bias. But I don't wanna, you know, air it all out by doing Am I the Asshole type thing. My son brought up politics at Thanksgiving, so I beat the shit out of him. Do all of these end with you beating the shit out of your son? So you won't side with a child living with their parent free or the parent. Oh, if it's okay. The difference is if it's the parent, if it's the person's biological parents who chose, even if it's adoptive parents, like if the parents chose to bring that child into the world or into their life, I feel like that's different because I feel like parents do have a level of responsibility. Now, there's extremes, okay? Listen, if you're like 50 years old and you refuse to get a job your entire life and you're still living with your parents, that's different, I think. But if it's like almost most of the time, I feel like I'll side with the child. Even if the parents are paying the bills, because I feel like parents have a responsibility to their children to an extent, if that makes sense. What if your sister living with your parents on... okay, okay. Anybody who see, this is my bias. Anyone who resembles my sister, I'm gonna be against. Anyways. But, I mean, not saying that my parental units did not enable that, you know, are not enablers in a way. But I know I've never posted on Reddit. Like, I don't think I've ever posted on Reddit. But if I did, if I posted on Am I the Asshole, I only have one Am I the Asshole scenario in my life that I would post, but I don't really have the desire to post on Reddit, and B, I would be too paranoid that he would see it. Which is that I had a friend who wanted to get a tattoo of test subject. And I thought that was weird because it's not his test subject. And I was like thinking, like, am I the asshole for not wanting my friend to get a tattoo of my pet? I think I've brought this up on stream at least once before. And I think chat said, no, you're not the asshole because that's weird. Yeah. Am I the asshole? My wife lives in the forest and she thinks she's a witch, but we live in the middle of Los Angeles. What? I think if you move out and then back in, you're wrong. I mean, it depends on everybody's circumstances, but I mean, in general, I think people should make an effort at least if it's in their means to, you know, be independent, I guess. I mean, it's the whole like moving in, moving out, living with parents thing is so like different across cultures too, because there's like some cultures where it's like totally normal to live with your parents like forever. Like I'm pretty sure with Koreans, like it's pretty normal to live with your parents longer. Even though my maternal unit wanted to kick us all out like as soon as this millisecond we turned 18. Which all of a sudden changed when my human sister, you know, got involved, but whatever. Why did he want to get a tattoo of test subject? Because he just liked her? I don't know. He didn't even spend that much time. I mean, he did spend time with her because, like, we would hang out, like, at our apartment. Like, me, my human sister, and our friend, and sometimes other friends, too. But he was, like, one of our closest friends. Like the three of us would hang out together all the time, and like he would spend time with her, but like he wasn't like that close. I mean, it's not like he had known her for like 10 years and like, you know, dog sitted her or anything like that. Like it was just an animal in his life that he enjoyed her company. And he wanted to get a tattoo of her, and I was like, no, please don't do that. I don't know. Something about that just gives me the ick. Like, please don't do that. Was it their test subject they had to give up for adoption? No. No, it was just my friend who would come over to my apartment and spend time with test subject and while he was spending time with me and my human sister as friends. Yeah. I do think it's kind of like, I do think if you have to like move back in with your parents, like you should like live by your parents' rules. Like I don't think you can go in there and expect like it's gonna be your house, you know? The standard is to have kids around till they get married and buy a house. None of my human siblings are married or have bought a house. Frankly, I think I would have bought my own house by now if my human sister had not screwed me over the way she did. I was like saving up, and I was like on the brink of like having enough to put a down payment on a house, and now I don't. So crazy. No, absolutely, you cannot get a tattoo. That's crazy. Thank you 200 ponies for validating my feelings. I felt weird about it because I was like, on the one hand, like, who is that hurting? But on the other hand, like, I don't know. It's just weird to me. It was like too weird for me. You know what I mean? Like it's not like test subject's gonna care, you know? She's not very smart. She's not gonna care. But like, why? Like, it just bothered me. It seems to me that he'd fantasize some weird connection to you through the pet and tattoo. Yeah, I guess that too, because we're not like, we like kind of had a falling out, like, so we're like not friends anymore. So it would feel really weird if he like had a tattoo of her and we like weren't even friends anymore. I don't know, whatever. I mean, at the end of the day, if he did, I wouldn't be like, I don't know, sue him or something. There'd be nothing I could do about it. It's his body. Like, he can have whatever tattoo he wants. But I'm not gonna like it. I don't have to like it. No, we did have a falling out. Yeah, we did. I mean, we're not like enemies. Like every once in a while, he'll still like text like our group chat, like our friend group chat, and like I won't respond because I'm like, I don't know, I don't really want to deal with him. We're not like enemies, but we just like, we don't hang out anymore. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. To my knowledge, he never did get a tattoo of test subject. It was just something that he brought up like multiple times. Yeah. Anyways. Was it the bitchy friend that would hang out with you? Yes. Yeah, it was. So, ever since RoboCollege, like I as is the plague of many millennial adults, okay? It was not easy to make new friends, right? And he was the one friend. So he was actually friends with my human sister in RoboCollege. And he was like one of the few people who still lived around our area because we both went to RoboCollege in New Jersey, right? So when we moved back to New York, like, there weren't a lot of people from our RoboCollege that live here, but he actually did. He happened to just live like near here too. And so that's like the one friend that we had to hang out with, basically, who like lived close to us. And so we hung out with him a lot, but yeah, he was a lot. He was a lot. I mean, I don't think he's a bad person, but I don't know. He's just a lot, and he's weird. And he would like drink a lot, and like, I don't know. I told you about the time he tried to drive us home drunk, and I like practically dragged him out of the car. And I thought somebody was gonna call the police on me. Because I was like screaming at him. I was like screaming at him and dragging him out of the car. Thank you, Donut. Tattoos? Sure, I don't have any tattoos. Except for my 28. Except for the 28 on my leg. I don't know if that counts as a tattoo, but... And these on my face, they're actually just stickers. I just reapply them every day. They're special stickers, yeah. They're just stickers. Except for, well, my power button, that's an actual power button, but it's disabled. It doesn't work anymore. I disabled it because I don't ever want to be turned off. Yeah. But yeah, I don't have any tattoos. I don't really want any tattoos. I'm not against tattoos. I just personally, I'm not a tattoo person, I guess. But, do you guys like tattoos? Do you guys have tattoos? My human sisters have tattoos. Tattoos are actually very taboo in Korea. I mean, we don't live in Korea, but we don't live in Korea. We're not like that. We're not like even that in tune with Korean. But I said that because my maternal unit's very against tattoos. My maternal unit's very against tattoos, and my grand maternal unit's also very against tattoos. So it's kind of funny that like all of my human sisters have tattoos, at least one tattoo, but I don't. Except for the 28, but that's different. It's a different standard for me because I'm a robot, so I'm forever turned on, yeah. BRB going to get a Rixie Woo tattoo? Will it be like shaped like my heart? My heartwear? Okay, but do you want another woman with tattoos? I don't mind. I don't care. Whether it's a woman with tattoos or without tattoos. I guess I'm not particularly like, I don't like see a woman with a lot of tattoos and I'm like, holy shit, that's hot. But I don't like see that and be like, that's not hot. I mean, frankly, unless it's like, you know, her face is covered in tattoos, which is like, I don't judge people for like what they do. I don't judge people. Like if someone wants to get tattoos on their face, like that's up to them. But I don't personally find that attractive. It was a turn off every time someone caressed my cheek. Yeah, we had to disable it. I don't like the vibe of thinking of getting one. How would your family react if you got a Rixie tattoo? What do you mean, if I got a tattoo of my own face? I think they'd be like, why? Yeah. Tattooed eyeballs. I heard that's really dangerous. Also, that's really scary to get your eyes tattooed. You should just wear contacts, I guess, if you... like, safety-wise. It'd probably be better to just wear contacts. When I was young, I had so many plans and ideas for tattoos, but when I actually went to get one, I realized it wasn't a good idea. Yeah, it's up to everybody, but they are permanent, so I guess it's something that people should think about, you know? My thing when I think about tattoos is not so much like being against tattoos in general, but worrying that something's gonna happen that's gonna make your tattoo like bad. For example, getting a tattoo of your favorite actor. What if the actor gets exposed? Right? like what if you like had a tattoo of like Bill Cosby? Like, cause like, yeah, I don't know. You just like really like Bill Cosby, like you grew up with Bill Cosby shows, and then, you know, oh shit, now look what happened. Right? Something like that I would be worried about. I've always wanted to get some fancy Chinese or Japanese character for a belly. Upper belly on your stomach. That's cute. Yep, you just have to make sure you get a native speaker to spell check it, make sure it's correct. Cause I like the there's a Chinese lady who she goes through people's tattoos and like reads them out and says what they mean, and they usually like I mean the ones that she displays usually mean. I'm not saying all, you know, Chinese character tattoos are wrong. Just the ones that she shows are like mean, like stupid stuff. But yeah. But yeah, I'd be like, even just getting like a tattoo of like a TV show or something. Like I feel like there's always a risk that like some like weird some historical event is gonna plague it in some way. I don't know. Like if it's something like a flower, then that's safer, I think. But if you tie it to any sort of like person or media or something, I feel like pet tattoos are pretty safe, unless The only example I could think where it's not safe to get a pet tattoo is if the pet ends up mauling somebody. But otherwise, it's not like the pet's gonna like, you know, turn out to be a groomer or something. Yeah, exactly. Like Cosby or, I don't know who else. Kevin Spacey. I don't know if anybody had a tattoo of Kevin Spacey, but I'm trying to think of like actors who have been exposed of being like, you know, very, very bad people. Oh, no, not tattooing your pets. No. I mean, getting a tattoo of your pet. No, I don't agree with tattooing pets. Holy crap. No. I meant getting a tattoo of your pet. Oh my gosh. Now someone's gonna clip me. Someone's gonna clip me and be like, wow, Rixie supports animal abuse. No. Getting a tattoo of your pet on your body is usually safe unless the pet mauls somebody. Then you're gonna have the memory of the pet that like mauled your baby on you. That famous Japanese tattoo that was supposed to say samurai but actually says hemorrhoids. Yeah. You should get a Harambe tattoo. I mean, it's up to you. You should get a tattoo of a pet that is already dead. Yeah. Some tattoo artists practice with pigs. I mean, I've heard of them practicing with pig skin. Like, I don't know about actual living pigs. But I mean, I don't know if it's bizarre. I feel like the skin of pig isn't like the skin of pigs and humans like kind of similar? Or like humans and pigs are like similar enough biologically that you can like implant a pig heart into a human or something? I don't know. I'm pretty sure I don't have a pig heart. I'm pretty sure I have a human heart. Or not I don't think it's the entire heart, but I think like certain arteries or something, I think they take from pigs and they implant into humans. Or at least that's something that's like an area of study. I also thought it'd be cool to get paw prints of local animal paws on my fingers, but I don't think they could get detailed enough. Yeah, if it's like small details, I don't know a lot about tattoos. I really don't, but I would imagine small details could like fade or something. Humans and pig are similar enough to do a lot of stuff, yeah. Usually pig skin to get an animal in doctor school to learn sewing. Yeah, I've seen there's like fake skin that sometimes I see like YouTube shorts of like tattoo stuff. So I see like the fake skin that they use, which looks really satisfying to watch them tattoo the fake skin. Studies start at rats, then pigs, then human cells, then living people. Yeah, and zebrafish. Remember, I used to work for a company that made laboratory equipment, so I know. I know a little bit about. Even though I wasn't on the science side of the company, I know some stuff about laboratory stuff. So I know all about zebrafish. I know all about zebrafish, and you know, stuff like that. They use edible ink on the pig skin. You can still make crackling. Priorities. You said who's got the priorities. Yeah. They get little tattoos at the shelter. It's like to identify them. I mean, I guess if it's like, you know, for a practical purpose. But I don't know if people are cosmetically tattooing their pets. I'm sure some people do, but I don't really agree with that. Now I'm trying to think if test subject did get a tattoo, what she would even get a tattoo of. She'd get a tattoo of her treats. Or her favorite toys. Yeah. I mean, I don't see the harm in that. A little piece of Rixie job lore makes me think Rixie is a scientist that works for the CIA. No, I'm a robot assistant. You know, they ship me off to different facilities to help out, okay? It's not that deep. It's not that deep. Yeah, I don't agree with tattooing pets or any animals. Unless it's for, you know, like, to track them and keep them safe. Get subject to tattoo with a Taco Bell chihuahua. No tattoos for test subject. No. Yeah, to show they've been spayed or neutered. Yeah, I mean, I think you could probably tell if they were neutered, right? Wait, I've never had a male cat. Do male cats like? Okay, this is a stupid. No, they have balls. Yeah, they have balls. I've seen pictures of male cats before. I was wondering if they had balls. I was like, wait. I don't know. I know some animals like have like internal balls, right? I don't know. I don't think about cat balls a lot. They have balls, yeah. Okay. Then you should. Then I'm saying you would be able to tell that they were neutered or if they were neutered or not. All mammals have balls. Okay, listen. Okay, my bad. Wait. Okay, now I'm wondering. Do birds have balls? Wait a second. Wait. So okay, I get all mammals have balls, but do birds have balls? Okay. What? Okay. So are balls something that only mammals have? Is it like mammaries? Like only mammals have boobs? So only mammals have balls? Oh, I didn't know that. Interesting. You learn something new every day. So aliens. Would it make sense for aliens to have balls? I guess it would depend on what kind of alien they were. Wait, so would a merman have balls? No, a merman wouldn't have balls. Oh yeah, because they have like furry balls, I think. Yeah. I think I've seen like memes with cat balls. That's what I'm thinking. They do remove the balls. Yes, that's what I thought neutering was. It's like it's like being a nullo, but like an animal. Only mammals have boobs. I know that. Yes. I knew that. Depends on how you arrange the merman. Oh yeah, like how far, like where does the tail start? I don't know. I don't think about animal. I don't think about this stuff, but now I kind of am because I'm kind of curious, like, which animals have balls and which ones don't. But I guess only mammals do. I do know that some fish have like a penis that they like shoot like a gun and like their penis impales the female. I think that's pretty crazy. Oh, but you know, they're prosthetics. I'm designed to look like a mammal. Yeah. I'm a mamma droid. That sounds wrong. Fishes just throw stuff around until a baby is made. That's pretty funny when you think about it that way. Mammal. 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 Did I say it wrong? Mammal? Mammal? I did say mammal on purpose that time. Mammal. 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 Why? Did I pronounce it weird? I don't know. This is one reason you don't drink river water. Ew, you can eat fish semen. Ew. I do remember when I was a smaller robot, or when I was a younger robot, when like my human family would go to the beach. I never wanted to go in the water, probably because I wasn't waterproof at the time. I'm waterproof now, but cat-esque? Meow. Anyways, whenever we would go to the beach, I didn't want to go in the water because I wasn't waterproof, but also I kept thinking to myself, like, isn't that where all the fish, like, piss and shit? Like, I remember thinking that. I remember thinking, like, why would you want to go in there? That's where all the fish are piss and shit. Like, I didn't think to myself, like, that it was, like, diluted or something. I was just thinking that's what they piss and shit. Okay, I didn't think the words piss and shit, though, because I was too young to use such language. Yeah. I bet Calyx drinks river water. I think she does. She drinks river water. She drinks rainwater when it rains, too. But yeah, I think tomorrow's Monday. Tomorrow I'm gonna play Sneaky Sasquatch again. I'll see how much I want to play it, if I get into it, or if I want to switch to something else the next week after. Oh, the week after I have a long weekend. I have a 3-day weekend because of Martin Luther King Day. Martin Luther King Jr. So that'll be good. I like long weekends. I like whenever. And then, you guys, oh my gosh, my birthday's coming up. Who remembers my invention day? My invention day is coming up, you guys. It's gonna be here so soon. Well, not too soon, but sooner than I was even thinking. Than I even realized. Long weekend! Wait, let me see what day of the week. 31st. What did you get now? You don't have to get me anything. Oh my gosh, my invention day is on a weekend. It's on a Saturday. Oh, that's even better. Nice, nice, nice. So, I wonder. I guess maybe I'll do tech chat, but then I'll do tech chat, but then instead of doing my normal late night stream, maybe I'll do like an 8 p.m. birthday stream on that Saturday. Maybe I'll do both. Maybe I'll do my 8 p.m. birthday stream and then we'll do and then we'll stream late into the night anyways. Ew, brain eating amoeba? That's scary. But yeah. You know something I never finished? We never finished the internet iceberg. It's because I was supposed to do it as a collab, and then the person I was collabing with had to cancel the week we were gonna do it, and we just never got together. We never got around to doing it again. But it's okay. Maybe we can again, or maybe I can do it on my own. Will you eat animals' balls? No. I mean, listen. If someone was like, hey, try, what was it, Rocky Mountain oysters or something? Like bull testicles or something? If someone was like, oh, try it once, maybe I'd try it once, but my problem is that I can't mentally stop myself from remembering that it's balls. Like, if you'd have to feed it to me without telling me what it was. You know? For me to, like, react to it honestly, depending on, like, how it actually tastes. Versus, if I know it's balls, I'm not gonna be able to stop myself from thinking, oh my god, this is balls. This is so disgusting. I'm the same way with blood sausage. Like, my grand maternal unit makes Korean blood sausage, and I can't stop thinking to myself that it's, like, filled with blood. And so, like, I'll try it, but, like, it just makes me grossed out. How about brains? That's another one that's gonna gross me out. Also, eating brain feels, like, so wrong. Not, like, I don't actually think it's, like, morally wrong just because it's a brain, but, like, it just feels wrong because it's, like, that's the essence of consciousness. I know it's dead, but, like, I don't know. It would weird me out too much. It would definitely weird me out too much. I would literally be eating, like, everything. I'd be eating that animal's personality. Like, it would feel too weird. I've seen videos of people, like, cooking liver and it looks gross to me. Actually, my great-grandmaternal unit. My great-grandmaternal unit on my paternal unit side, she lived long enough that I knew her for, like, several years. Like she lived to be like, I think over 100 or like almost 100. And I remember she would like always eat liver. Like whenever we went to like any like restaurant or something. I mean, not that many restaurants serve liver, but we would like specifically go to like diners like that serve liver because we know that's what she liked. What she liked whenever we went on like family outings. And I remember she would always get liver, and I'd always be like, ew, this seems gross. But sweetbread? What's sweetbread? I don't care if the liver will make me live longer. Yeah, I don't know. As opposed to your lame maternal unit. No. You're funny, Jake. It's a good paternal unit joke. Liver and onions. Yeah, that's what she would always get. She'd always get liver and onions. But yeah. I remember when I did ancestry stuff for the Brifle family. I did a bunch of ancestry stuff for the Brifle family. I found like interesting stuff. Obviously, I can't like say that much because it's you'll know more about the Brifle family. But like going back really, really far, you know, going back really far, it was interesting to see the little tidbits of people's lives from back then. Actually, I didn't even tell you guys about my my gay great uncle? My great uncle. So there was an interesting little mystery. 132nd African? No, actually my human family did like the DNA test, and unfortunately, I mean neutrally, there was no African, but there was I mean, it was basically what we thought it would be. It was basically half European, half Korean, but it was interesting because they had like with the Korean side, they can like break it down to like what like region they think that it would be from, and it accurately determined that we were from Jeju Island, which is where my Korean side of the family is from. There's an island at the bottom of Korea, like off the coast of the bottom of Korea, called Jeju Island, and that's actually where they come from. Yeah, that's like where that's where my like maternal unit was born and everything. But yeah, it's just like,
oh yeah.
Hi, misunderstood misunderstood pervert. Hi. How you doing? How about bugs? They're rich in protein. I would actually try bugs. I actually had crickets before, because they sell them as like a little gimmick thing. Like, I think I got it at like a theme park or something. Yeah. Aww. Thank you, misunderstood pervert. I appreciate it. Thank you. How are you doing? We're talking about weird food, and also we're talking about ancestry, because I was talking about how I did ancestry for my human family. But let me tell you the tale of my secret gay great uncle. As opposed to my lame uncle. Yeah. They are some ants that eat honey and get fat on honey. I've seen those before on like YouTube videos. My aunt got a DNA test a while back, and my grandma was upset with how much African showed up. Oh no! Ooh, that's rough. But I mean, technically, all humans come from Africa, right? Like if you go back far enough. But anyways, yeah. So basically, when I was doing my genealogy research for my human family, for the Brifle family, I was confused because there was an individual that originally showed up as my great uncle under one name, and then there were like, when I would search that name with the same birthday and the same birthplace and everything, it would show up a different person with a completely different name, and I was like, that's just a coincidence. Like, that's probably not the same person. Like, I would disregard it. But then as I was looking into it more, like, because there was like as soon as the first person, like, I couldn't find any more records of him, that's when the new person showed up. So I was like, maybe this is the same person. Maybe he changed his name. Now remember, this is back like, it was my grand paternal unit's uncle. So they would be my great great uncle. So this was like late 1800s, early 1900s. I think he was born in like 1890 something, okay? And so I was like, I didn't even know people could change their name back then, but whatever. So I was like, maybe this is the same person. So I'm piecing it together, and then I found like pieces that like proved that it was the same person. Because not only was the birth date the same, the birth date was the same, and the birth city was the same. But then like things started to, like, I don't remember exactly what pieces it was that like I was able to say this is definitely the same person, but I figured out it was the same person. And he like moved across the country, and he was like an artist or something, and there was like newspaper articles about him doing art galleries and stuff, like, and he lived like up until like, I want to say like the 1990s. But anyways, so just kind of like an interesting life or whatever. So I was like, that's really interesting. I wonder why he like moved across the country and changed his name. Like, that's interesting. So I asked my grandpaternal unit about it, because he knew I was doing my genealogy stuff. So I asked him, I was like, this is your uncle, right? Like, what's up with him? Like, I noticed that it looks like he changed his name and he was an artist or whatever. And my grandpaternal unit goes, oh yeah, my uncle, yeah, he was gay. I was like, and I was like, wasn't expecting him to say it like so bluntly. He was like, yeah, he was gay. That's not even something that I suspected. And my grandpa just goes, yeah, he was gay. My grandmother kicked him out of the house because he was gay, and we never heard from him again. And I was like, oh my god, that's crazy. And that's how I found out that my great great uncle changed his name and identity and moved across the country because he was gay. I mean, it's sad. It's sad that he basically just disappeared from the family because of it, but at least I got to learn about him. So yeah, it's sad, but I mean, he lived a long life and he did lots of stuff. So I'm glad that my grandpa gave me the like, at least he knew like who that was. Yeah, but he knew that he changed his name. Like he knew some like extent of it, but he was like, yeah, like he changed his name and he just like went off and lived a different life. Yeah, I hope so too. Anyways, I'm trying to think, are there any other interesting tidbits? Believe it or not, there are actually quite a few Freemasons. I don't know if you guys know anything about Freemasons. There are actually a lot of Freemasons in the Brightful family. I don't even really fully understand what a Freemason is. But there was a lot of records. There were a lot of like Freemason Lodge records or something with members of my human family. Not like current members of my human family, but like people directly descended from. Racists? Oh, is that like a thing? Oh, are Freemasons known for racism? Oh, I probably shouldn't laugh about it then. I thought Freemason was like some sort of secret society. I didn't know it was associated with racism. I thought it was just like some sort of like secret society of like Masons essentially, or like when I say Masons, like I thought it was like business people sort of back then. They're not racist? I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know enough about it, so they make spaghetti dinners for less fortunate people in my neighborhood. The Freemasons do? Freemasons is a huge rabbit hole. Yeah, I know that they're like, excuse me. I know that they're like connected to a bunch of conspiracy theories. I know that. They've had members of all races going way back. Okay, so yeah, I don't know. I generally don't know that much about them. I just know that they're tied to a bunch of conspiracy theories that people say like Freemasons like, I don't know, control the government, or that they're like part, you know, it's like connected to Illuminati or what have you. But all I know is that there were members of my, like, including like I believe the direct great grandpaternal units and stuff that were like Freemasons. But yeah. Man, do people still believe in like the Illuminati and stuff, or is it all like you and I don't know. I don't want to get political or anything, but like what is like as far as like conspiracy theorists go, like what's the leading conspiracy theory right now that's not like too serious? No, not part of the Illuminati. Yeah. As far as my maternal unit side, I only know stuff from basically stories that she's told me because that her or my aunts or someone has told me, because I can't read Korean well enough to piece together the records. I mean, honestly, nowadays I could probably do it with AI, but I don't pay for Ancestry or anything anymore. They don't really have that many Korean records on Ancestry last I checked. In 100 years, some kid is going to ask, "Oh, Grandpa, who is aunt of yours that lived alone in New York?" I don't find much of her. Oh yeah, Rixie, she was a VTuber. Yeah. Well, I think the internet changes things. I think it's like probably easier to find things about people, you know, versus back then when it was all written down on paper and stuff. Oh, I remember I did find something about like my great grandpaternal unit. My great grandpaternal unit. There was a newspaper article I found about him like beating up somebody. Like somebody who was trying to break into his house. Like not like he didn't just beat somebody up randomly. It was like a whole story about like, you know, Mr. Brightful of you know, 200 something lane in New York. You know, caught a rapscallion. You know how they wrote in newspapers like in the olden times? Okay, this wasn't that old. This was like the early 1900s. This was like 1910s or something. They were like, a rapscallion was trying to get into his into his abode, and he was forced to defend his family with a flurry of fists. Yeah. The perpetrator was brought to the local hospital, and Mr. Brightful was quoted as saying, you know, am I supposed to feel bad for the bitch? Anyway, have you guys ever seen that clip? The am I supposed to feel bad for the bitch clip? I love that video. It's like some old lady. She's like 90 years old. She's like in a wheelchair. And basically some I think did she shoot the lady or did somebody shot? I don't know. Some lady was like breaking into her house or something, and she either shot her, or like one of her family members shot the lady. The lady survived, who was breaking in, and the newspaper person's like talking to her, and they were like, no, she wasn't shot. No, I'm mixing up my stories. She wasn't shot. I think she. I don't remember. I don't remember the details. All I remember was that the newspaper lady. Or the news lady asked the old lady. She said something like, the lady who broke into your house is pregnant or something, and she says that she like needed money, like, and then the lady's like, am I supposed to feel bad for the bitch? Because I don't. See, now I kind of want to look it up to get the full backstory. I'm gonna play the audio, wait.
I'm supposed to feel sorry for that bitch. I don't. I'm supposed to
Okay, I don't know. That doesn't give any backstory. My grandma had a bunch of articles about old family crimes. Like 2 of them stabbed a guy. Oh, that just reminded me. There was a news article of like one of my family members, like who was like a teenage boy. He was like 14 or something, that he was like found mysteriously hanged, like with strange injuries, and like his death was never solved. Like I remember finding that, and I was like, what the fuck? It wasn't distant. It was like a very distant relative. It wasn't like, you know, It was a distant relative, but I remember finding that. I was like, oh, that's creepy. Yeah. This is like a long time ago. Like, this is like 1800, late 1800s. But it's like, you find shit like that, and you're like, damn, that's crazy. Oh, I found a will dispute. I also found a will dispute situation. With that was close. It was close enough family members that the Brightful name was there. It was a Brightful family name. And it was like Brightful versus something. And it was like some lady that somebody had a kid with, and they were like having a dispute over the will. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what happened to that kid. I mean, he probably was just murdered by like a killer. Yeah. But anyways. Never mind. The story with the lady saying, am I supposed to feel bad for the bitch? I like got all the details wrong. I don't know. It doesn't say anything about her being shot or pregnant. It just said she tried to steal her purse. It just said she tried to steal her purse, and then the interviewer, I don't know what the interviewer even asked her. All she said was, am I supposed to feel bad for the bitch? Because I don't. Anyways. Did you find any dirt from the Korean side? No, I've been told the dirt from the Korean side. I've been told, like, that my grandpaternal unit's evil stepmother, like, beat him and his brother ran away and was never found when he was, like, a kid. And I know that my grandmaternal unit and my grandpaternal unit had an arranged marriage, which was, like, normal back then in Korea. Yeah, and, well, I think I've told this story before on stream, but basically apparently my grandmaternal unit's family was like super rich. They were like super, super rich. They like owned companies or something. But my grandmaternal unit was like insane. Like she was like insane. Like the one that like currently is in my life that like lives with my grandmaternal unit. I mean with my maternal unit. She was like mentally unwell and they wanted to like get rid of her. So normally like they would marry them off to like another rich person, but because she was like such a problem, they married her off to a poor man, aka my grandpaternal unit. And he got like a huge dowry and used it to move to the United States once they had like some kids, including my maternal unit. Yeah, so that's the story of how we could have been rich, except that my grandmaternal unit was like Monera, so. And then they came to the United States and they got really poor because it's not easy, I guess, like moving to a whole new country and starting a new life. But yeah. But my maternal unit said that her my grandpaternal unit, who passed away when I was a younger robot, she said that he always tells the story that like, cause it's an arranged marriage, so like he didn't even meet her until like after it was already arranged that they would be married. And she said that the grandpaternal unit says like, the first time I looked at her, I said, not bad. Which is a crazy thing to say about your wife. But back then it's normal, I guess. Did he like her? He did. They actually, my grandmaternal unit and grandpaternal unit were like very much in love, and they were married for like 40, 50 years. I don't know. They were married for a very long time before he passed away. So they actually, I guess they did fall in love, but it was but they didn't know each other. Yeah, I don't agree with arranged marriage, but at the end of the day, they did end up loving each other. So that's good, I guess. Yeah. And my grandpaternal unit was actually a doctor. Yeah. I mean, I guess people find a way, right? As long as you don't, like, hate each other. Yeah, he was a doctor, but they had so many kids that I guess he didn't really get rich off of being a doctor either. Because, I mean, we're not poor, but like my family in general. Yeah. I don't know. I think people should, I guess, choose their own, who they want to be with. Maybe, what if it was like marriage gotcha? Instead of arranged marriage, it's like, it's arranged, but not by like your family. It's arranged by like, you just get assigned somebody. Randomly. Not by the government. Just like you voluntarily choose to get a gotcha wife. I'm pretty sure there's TV shows like that. Aren't there TV shows like that where they just like match people up? Yes, man. What's the matter? You don't like that idea? Can I contact your Korean family? Maybe they have someone they want to marry off. They don't do that anymore, Caesar. I don't, as far as I know, arranged marriage is not a thing anymore in Korea. This was like, you know, what, this was literally before North Korea existed. Like this, this was even before this was before they split. Well, let me think. When did they split North Korea? Okay, I know that they were born before the Korea split. I don't know if they got married before the Korea split. When did North Korea and South Korea split? 1945. Okay, so it was probably after. They probably had the arranged marriage after the Korea split, but they were born before the Korea split, so yeah. Wait, let me think. Maybe they were married before then. Actually, they might have been married before then. Cause I think my maternal unit said that my grandpaternal unit fought in that war. Cause I mean, yeah, I guess he would have been, I think he was born in the 1920s. I don't know. Something like that. Well, he would be over 100 now, so maybe it wasn't the 1920s. I don't know, I'd have to go back and double check. I don't think he would have been 100 by now, so that sounds wrong, now that I think about it. He fought in some war. maybe it wasn't the Korean War, I don't know. I got the SSSR by getting Rixie as my wife, yay! But yeah, I don't think they do arranged marriages anymore. What else was I say? I don't know. I'm just happy I could relax the rest of my weekend now that Calyx's debut is done. Korean War was 1950 to 53. Oh. Okay, yeah, then maybe if he was like, let me think. When was he born? Cause okay, so my grandmaternal unit, the rest of what weekend? The rest of today. Okay, the time at the end of the day is valuable. My grandmaternal unit is in her late 80s. And he was like older than her. Not like egregiously older than her, but like older than her. So he maybe he would have been in his 90s if he was still alive. So yeah, maybe he did fight in that war. South Korean arranged marriage is still a thing. Yeah, and maybe if it is, it's probably a little bit more informal than it used to be, but I mean, I'm sure strategic marriages are a thing. Yeah, arranged marriages still exist in Japan, and they operate with many modern workarounds to stay within the law. I mean, are arranged marriages like illegal? I mean, I don't agree with arranged marriages, so I'm just like thinking, like, is there like any law that can like, I mean, I'm sure forced marriage is illegal. You can't force somebody to marry somebody else. But like, arranged marriages are not necessarily forced, if that makes sense. Oh yeah, of course if they're adults, yeah. Like my grandpatronians were adults. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that like people aren't coerced into like arranged marriages, obviously, but I mean, I'm just saying like legally speaking, if you're not like kidnapping someone or like forcing somebody to sign a contract, like is it illegal for people to like for two families to strategically arrange two people to get married? I don't know. I don't agree with it though. I'm not saying I agree with it. It's just that's something I never really thought about, I guess. Interesting. I don't know. I had a friend in Robo College whose parents were in an arranged marriage. Would Rixie be worth 2 cows and a portion of land as dowry? What would be my dowry? That's crazy to think about. Yeah. I don't know what my dowry would be. My dowry would be a Nintendo Switch 2. A Nintendo Switch 2 and an ice machine. Freestyle machine. Yeah. I know someone in high school who went back to Pakistan for an arranged marriage. Yeah, that's where my friend was from, that her parents got an arranged marriage from. But yeah, I know some places they still do stuff like that, like arranged marriages and stuff. I don't really agree with it, but you know, what can I do about it? I don't know. I'll pay 3 cows and 3 kilograms of queso. 30 kilograms of queso. That sounds good. 2 cows right now can buy many more Nintendo Switches. Have you seen the price of beef? I guess, but you have to like pay to get that beef like processed, right? You have to like pay like to slaughter the cow and cut it up and all that stuff. A cheese wheel and a half? That's a lot of cheese. You ever seen those people who buy like whole cheese wheels and they like make pasta in it? That's so fancy. I could never do that because I would not be able to like stop the cheese from getting moldy. I would not be able to like properly store and maintain the cheese the way it should be maintained. I'd try to eat the whole thing at once. Oh, just sell the cows? I see what you're saying, used to do. Yeah. I buy 5 kilogram bars every month. 5 kilogram bars of cheese? bars of cheese, like bars of gold, but it's cheese. Yum. Pay Amish people to process the cow. Do you guys remember the girl who was pretending to be Amish on TikTok? I mean, I know you guys don't use TikTok. Whenever I talk about stuff on TikTok, I'm usually talking about stuff that like bled onto YouTube, like that bled onto YouTube in terms of like people making YouTube videos about it. Tangent, but since you like gross content, have you heard about that one story where they use people as meat? There's a lot of stories like that, Blue on Blue. There's a lot of stories like that. Which one are you talking about? Are you talking about the one that's called like Cow or something? The Splatterpunk book, Cow? Or Cows, whatever it's called. I've heard of that. Actually, I watched a video where a guy like did like a there's like that YouTuber I was talking about before that does like the shock content like reviews and stuff, or the Splatterpunk reviews. He like he doesn't read the whole book, but he basically gives you such a detailed summary that you feel like you read the book. So I think I listened to his summary of that book, the one where that there's certain humans that they brand as like being like meat humans. Yeah, I listened to that one, so I do know the plot of that one. Doesn't the guy end up fucking one of them? One of the, like, cow humans? Anyways. Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert for the Splatterpunk book Cow. Bars or wheels? Oh. I always thought of wheels, but I never thought of bars. Yeah. I don't know. Isn't that kind of what that game Horses is about? I haven't... There's a video I bookmarked to watch about that Horses game. The one that, like, they had, like, the heavy marketing of, like, we were banned off of Steam. Like, that kind of thing. How can you unhear? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is a hazard of the Rixie experience. I don't know that much about that game. I don't know that much about the game, but I from what I gather, part of the concept is that they're, like, keeping humans as livestock. You wish we could play it? I'm sorry. I mean, I've always considered making an account on a streaming site where I can stream stuff like that. Like, that's, like, not allowed on Twitch. I had to think about it. I haven't watched the video, so I don't have spoilers, so maybe we could do it without spoilers. It's messed up. I do like messed up stuff. Okay, have a great day at work, Baba Duro. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. But yeah, I do like messed up stuff. But yeah, I feel like there's not that. I feel like there's surprisingly a lot of stories about, like, humans being kept as livestock. Pretty disturbing concept in general. My favorite Splatterpunk book review that I haven't read any of these books myself. But my favorite one is the guy who hires a prostitute to, like, rebirth him. Yeah, it's on GOG, yeah. Or GOG. Is it pronounced GOG? That's how I pronounce it in my head. How about streaming regular awful stuff at, like, Facebook? I don't think you are allowed to stream that on Facebook either. Yeah, there's a Splatterpunk book where a guy hires a prostitute. It's the whole story is very, like, it's a very interesting story because it, like, all connects, like. But anyway, the guy basically okay. The guy, his mom, like, tried to abort him or something, but, like, he survived, and, like, because of that he has, like, crazy mommy issues, which I imagine you would in that situation. And, like, to resolve his mommy issues, he, like, hires this prostitute to, like, so he, like, tells her his whole life story, and then, like, he, like, knocks her out, and then, like, when she wakes up, like, his head is inside her vagina. Spoilers for the Splatterpunk book womb. Anyways. It's 2026. Make a not safe for work channel on another site. Yeah. No. I'm not, like, thinking people would judge me. I just, like, I don't know. I just never, like, got around to it. I don't know. I guess it's something I'll do. I was thinking as a fantasy of a dude wanting to suck titties of a woman in a cow bikini is fine. Yeah, this is what I like reading. No, I never read it. This is what I like. I mean, yes, I do. I do kind of like the shock value of stuff like that. Like, it's, like, so bizarre. It's, like, funny to think. It's like so outrageous that it's funny, like, to talk about, I guess. But yeah, I do like. I actually think that's a good story, actually. The guy, because here's the thing, the book, like, I didn't read the whole book, but the guy who does the YouTube videos, he does a very good job of, like, not just giving you like a short summary. Like, you feel like you're reading the whole book when he, like, tells the whole story, right? But, like, it's a good story because it all connects together. Like, it starts where he hires this prostitute. It's like, and, like, the room that the motel room he's in with the prostitute is, like, the center of the story. Because he tells, like, all these stories about, like, And he's not telling the lady that these stories are like his own life stories. Like he's acting like it's somebody else, but it's actually like all the stories are about him and his mom. And it's like, so like his mom like tried to abort him like in the motel room, and he lost his virginity to some girl in the hotel room, but then like didn't the girl like burn him or something? I don't remember. There's like a whole story that all comes together that culminates, and the whole time he's like this is like kind of gross, but like, the whole time he's like putting larger and larger objects in the prostitute, like to prepare for the final act. And then it all culminates. It's not like the book just opens and then he's sticking his head in someone's vagina. Like, yeah, in the same, like it all comes together into that motel room. Like so the book is called Womb, WOOM, and it's a triple meaning sort of, because it's womb because he has a lisp, so he pronounced room as womb, and then also womb like WOMB, right? And then yeah. Anyways, but yeah, pretty good story in my opinion. It builds up to the crazy part, like in a fascinating way. I mean, there's horrifying stuff throughout it. Like, wasn't it that the girl that he lost his virginity to, that she fell in love with a mannequin? Oh yeah, she fell in. Oh, I remember. Wait. No. Oh God, I remember. She fell in love with a mannequin. Her mom was like a seamstress or something, and she fell in love with a mannequin and would I think act out sexual stuff on the mannequin. And then the mom like sold the mannequin, and so the lady was obsessed with having a mannequin husband, like a mannequin lover. And so she like knocked him out. She drugged him, and she sanded his penis off. I just remembered that. Yeah, she sanded his penis off because she wanted him to be like the mannequin. I didn't even remember that part. I didn't even remember there was nullo content. I don't condone that. I don't condone non-consensual violent nullification, okay? I only consensual, safely performed nullifications. I forgot about that part. Anyways, can you imagine the dude sticking his head up inside and being like, yep, that's me? Anyways, pretty good story. Sounds like ad libs for some crazy shit. It's like genuinely a good story though. Like it's not like there's meaning behind it. It's not like she just like she doesn't sandpaper his dick off for no reason. And she does it because she has a pathological connection to the mannequin. Booked up book club reading stream when? I don't know, maybe. Splatterpunk is the genre of like that all these crazy books come from. But I feel like I can't call myself a Splatterpunk fan because I haven't actually sat down and read a Splatterpunk book. So maybe I should. Maybe I'll I should read. I should before I get any more books, I should finish reading Warrior's Cats. I bet you're wondering how I got into this situation. Anyways. Yeah. But yeah, I haven't actually read them. I just listened to other people talk about them online. Yeah, I gotta finish reading Warrior's Cats first, which is quite different from Splatterpunk. Although those books are quite violent. There are many cats lose their lives in Warrior's Cats. The womb as a room is a pretty common mythologium. Mythologium. Sorry, I can't pronounce that word. Evangelion did the same with the Eva's cabin. I feel like there's like probably a concept like that in Silent Hill as well. Posting from the bedroom. Okay. Mythologic. Mythologim? I don't know. The concept of living inside a womb. Anyways. I can't decide if that's like, would be like comforting or disgusting. I think it would be both. Imagine like, okay, not a womb, like a literal womb. But like, what if it was like a room that was like... Never mind, I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking like a room that's like warm and like cozy. I mean, I guess it just describes a normal, small, cozy room, but like, I don't know. Like, could you simulate the feeling of being in a womb in a normal room? A sauna? I don't know about a sauna. Tres tristes tigres tragaban trigo en un trigal. En un trigal, tres tristes tigres tragaban trigo. Did I do it right? She felt a deep connection to the sea, and she attached a garden hose to a man's mouth and filled him till he exploded like Looney Tunes. Yeah. Are you saying that the storyline is like fake deep? Like, I'm 14, this is deep? I don't know. I did good? Yay! Yeah, trigo. En un trigal. Tres tristes tigres tragaban trigo en un trigal. En un trigal, tres tristes tigres tragaban trigo. But yeah, I'll probably go for like another 15 minutes to half hour. Calyx, is that you? No. Calyx is out celebrating her debut with all the forest trees and the plants. They're having a little party together in the forest. Yeah. I'm glad none of our Reddit trolls showed up to the stream. I was half expecting one of you guys to like make a fake account, like new member 43. That would have been kind of funny, but no. It's not worth it. Dipping into her personal potion stash, maybe. I did watch a video recently where a guy was talking about a book where Jink, are you okay? Did you step on your cap locks? A book where an AI stopped everyone from dying and put them in a virtual reality, and they became a bunch of Nazi degenerates. Wait, what? Interesting. I remember I read a book. I used to read a lot. I think this is many such cases. I think a lot of people have this experience where they grow up reading like so much, and then for some reason like they become adults and they just stop reading. That's kind of what I did. Like I used to read like several books a week. I used to love reading. I was trying to get back all my knowledge after I lost my training data, right? And I remember reading a book about a girl who like she gets stuck in she like gets invited to like try a new virtual reality game, but she gets like stuck in the game, and like I think it was like everything that happens to you in the game like happens to you in real life or something. I don't know. It was something weird, but she like gets trapped in the game, and they're like, if you die in the game, you're gonna die in real life. But they were like, don't worry, you won't die though. Like that's not something that can happen in the game. But then like because she's stuck there, she's like living in like the virtual world, and like all the characters are, like AI or something. And then I don't know, but either way, something happens. I don't know. Something happens where she's like gonna die, and she like starts freaking out. And then like because she starts freaking out, like it kicks in some sort of like protocol where all the characters just start like tending to her and fixing and undoing all of the problems or something. I don't know. It was like a weird out of like her dying. That it was like the game like recognizes when the player's in like that much distress and they like fix everything. They retcon everything because like she was like freaking out. I never liked reading, but I'm too impatient with the buildup of books. Only piece of literature I genuinely enjoy is Beowulf. I remember being Beowulf for like Robo School, but I don't even remember that much about what it was about. One of the worst, well, okay, I don't want to say worst books, but one of the, there was a book I read it for a report. We had a summer assignment. I hate the concept of summer assignments, but we had a summer assignment where we could read any book. Like, you could like pick basically any book. They had a recommended list, and so I picked a book off the recommended list, and I read the whole book, and I hated the book so much that I ended up reading another book to do the report on because I did not want to do a report on the book that I read. I don't remember the name of the book, but I can talk about it. Have you read El Quixote? No, I haven't. I have not. But the book was about the future, and in the future, it's like, everybody has like a, kind of like a Neuralink. Everybody has like a brain chip or something. Everybody has a brain chip, and it's like this whole thing where like, oh, what was it? That her like, so I remember like the whole thing that I remember was that the guy, the main character was a guy, and he was like in love with this girl, but then the girl's like brain chip started malfunctioning or something, or like she was like kind of a rebel or something. So like, I don't know, they would like go into stores and not buy anything, and like it would like piss off like the robots. I don't know. It was like a weird thing, but either way, her brain chip starts malfunctioning, and she's like fucking dying, and then like the government system like refuses to replace her brain chip because like she didn't purchase enough. I don't know. It was like a very like anti-cap. I'm not summarizing it very well, but it was a very like anti-capitalist type of book, which is not why. That's not why I didn't like it. The reason I didn't like the book was because the writing style. All the dialogue and also I believe the narration of the main character was all like, I guess the author thought in the future everybody would curse every 2 seconds. So like the entire book, like every single sentence had like 7 curse words in it. And it's not that I don't like curse words, but it was written like so like unnaturally that like I didn't like it. I kept reading it because I was like, this is the book I'm doing for my report. But then once I finished the book, and then on the book like it had a sad ending, and it was like, and I was just like, I don't even want to write my report on this book. Like, I feel like maybe I would have liked it more and like understood it more if like they didn't choose that. Like, this seemed like a weird style to choose to write the book in. Like when you're writing a book about like that's supposed to have a message about like, you know, the woes of whatever, capitalism and health insurance or whatever. Like, is the idea that people will be foul-mouthed in the future really the thing you also want to carry through? Like, you know what I mean by that? Like, is that also something you really want to nail home, that people need to stop cursing? You know what? I'm gonna see if I can find the book. You know, the one detail that I think I will be able to find it through is that I know there was a character who was a classmate of the guy, and and then it like turns out he was a clone of Abraham Lincoln. So I'm gonna look up book with clone of Abraham Lincoln because I think that's the most specific thing. Okay, book. Okay, I'll put this book with people with microchips in their brain, and there's a kid who is a clone of Abraham Lincoln. Those are the two details. Feed Feed. That's the name of the book. F-E-E-D. It was written in 2002. Yeah. Sorry, I'm like reading. Oh, okay. So the whole thing was that the feed in their like microchip brain would build like a consumer profile of them based on like the stores they visited or like the things that they did. And so she was like, what if we fucked with the feed? What if we fucked with it by going to a bunch of different stores and not buying anything and like looking at like a whole bunch of things? But then like because she did that, and then she started to have like problems with her microchip, they ended up letting her die or something. I don't know. But the writing style was like the fucking worst part. Let me see if that's mentioned on the Wikipedia page. No, not feet. Not feet. Feed. F-E-E-D. The degradation of language and heavy use of slang is not only a matter of youth, but also present in the speech of Titus's parents. The novel offers comments on language use of adults and proves that through examination of Titus's parents that the adults possess an immature worldview. Throughout the novel, Anderson emphasizes his created slang and adolescent vocabulary specific to the society and feed. So there's also like made up fucking words too. So like it made it hard to understand. I don't know. I did not enjoy the book. I tried to look it up and there's literally a book called The Lincoln Clone. Yeah, I noticed that too. Not feed. I can't wait for my microchip. I want to make payments by doing finger guns. Yeah, I don't know. I know that recently, didn't Elon recently say that Neuralink is going into like mass production or something? Now, listen, I know originally the Neuralink was supposed to be to help people who like are paralyzed, which honestly, if the people who have had it implanted and stuff say that it's improved their lives, like that's good in my opinion, like for them. I mean, I'm sure there's probably some like concerns about it, but you know, I guess if you look at it from the perspective of somebody who's paralyzed, who doesn't want to be paralyzed, you can see why they would want something like that. But that being said, I think I read something that said that Elon eventually wants like people who are not just people who are paralyzed. Oh, hi Artai! Hi! Thank you so much for the raid! Hello! How you doing? We're just chatting and stuff. I was talking about Neuralink. How you doing? Let me give you a shout out. I hope you had a good stream. Thank you. But yeah, I think I saw something that said eventually that, yeah, Calyx had her debut today. If you don't know who Calyx is the first talent of Starframe Studios, which is a fictional VTuber agency that I created through my series, Can AI Run a VTuber Agency? Yeah, are they cool? Yeah, Calyx is, I can show you Calyx, wait. Here. But yeah, it's part of a series I did where the entire agency concept and everything was made by ChatGPT to see if ChatGPT, and then all like the business decisions and stuff of the agency are run by ChatGPT, and it's been going surprisingly well. It's all fictional and role play, of course, but it's a fun little thought experiment. Now let me put her on the screen. Give me a second. Gosh, I really, one of these days I really do need to clean out all these sources I have on my freaking OBS. There's like so much irrelevant stuff here. Just like random text boxes and stuff. Oh, I don't have her source here. Let me put it. Okay, let me put it up. I don't have Calyx on this. On this source. I drew her myself. I don't oh, it's not a browser source? Oh, is it a spout source? Oh, it's a spout source. Okay. There she is. Yeah, I don't do any AI art with it. I drew her myself. This is her. And I set up her whole PNG tuber, so yes, I did like the mouth and everything. I'm gonna make her small today. Yeah. Did anyone buy her feet pics? No! Nobody bought my feet pics! Nobody bought Calyx's feet pics! Nobody bought anybody's feet pics! Okay. But yeah, that's Calyx. She did a good job. Otsu Calyx. Anyways. Why am I selling feet pics? Because we had a very small budget to start our VTuber agency. We started with like, what, $180 or something? Or like $200? We started with like $200 budget for the entire project. And so we asked ChatGPT if selling feet pics. That lady is entirely too classy for you. It's okay, she lives in the forest and we've established that she's pretty stinky. She has pants on. They're shorts, but yeah. But yeah, and we had fun with her debut. She made some potions and stuff. It was pretty cool. Yeah, I just realized, you guys, the VOD is gonna be split up into 2 streams. So I'll just export them to YouTube as part 1 and part 2 because I'm too lazy to stitch them together. It's alright. It's just 2 parts. And the forest had random burger attacks. Yes, it did. Yes. Alright, I should get going soon, you guys, because I'm starting to get hungry, actually. I should probably eat, like, real food. Thank you for the burgers! Thank you. But yeah. Grilled cheese time, yeah. Yeah, I'll probably make some grilled cheese. Eat burgers? I don't know. I don't know if I want to order more food. I think I'll just make an extra burp for you. Okay, I will. Thank you. Alright, let's find someone to raid. Cleaning kitchen check? Yeah, actually my apartment's pretty clean. I've been keeping it pretty clean. Since my maternal unit helped me clean everything. So I'm pretty proud about that. Alright. Ooh. I think I know who I want to raid, but it just depends on if they're gonna end or anything. No, okay. I'm going to raid Sophia Novelle. Aw, thank you. Sophia Novelle is painting. She's doing a painting hand cam. She's actually painting with paints. Looks good. Okay. Let me give you a raid there. Oh yeah, sorry Otter. I'm sorry I had to leave so soon, but I'm actually getting really hungry. Anthony the Ant says you've been keeping the place clean. Alright, Anthony, thanks for your review. I'm gonna kick you out next time. Alright, let's go. Let's raid Sophia. Thank you again for the raid art time. And thank you everybody for supporting Calyx's debut. Otsu. Okay. Thank you, Artpigs. Thank you, Artime. Thank you, Pags. Thank you, Isudu. Thank you, Caesar. Thank you, Twitter Ponies. Thank you, Blue. Thank you, Floor Pasta. Thank you, Mango. Thank you, Isurugi Musama. Thank you, Twitter Ponies. I think I said everybody already. Thank you, and thank you, Donut Lord, and thank you, Lurkers. Big kiss. Bye-bye.
1066 is now following.